Who said
there was Missy.
Oh, Missy.
And we're live.
Yeah, so enough of that.
Hold on, we're letting our little just for fun warning. Listen.
I hear it in my headphones.
On our morning show, it's all just for fun. You know what that means? Don't take anything serious. You know why? Because it's just for fun.
Freaking Alvin and the Chipmunks doing voiceovers.
Just for fun. Don't take anything serious. Why?
We were talking about Alvin and the Chipmunks last night.
You got it?
Bum bum. Bum bum.
Stephanie, can I have some money?
Bum bum.
And good morning, ladies, trans brands, bathroom peers, military mics, things like that. Hey, it's DJ Scottie with the one and only Buddha in the house.
Buddha
Yeah,
in the
see how he
morning.
changed
His
it
mic's
over to
not on.
you.
His mic's not on.
We got
You're muted, bitch.
I am so glad, Stephanie, that you are here to do nothing but try to correct me today.
I'm not trying to.
So if she would have shut up as soon as Buddha would have started speaking, I would have been able to get his mic fixed. Did you see what I was trying to do?
Nope.
Buddha, thank you. I needed Buddha to say hello, you guys, so I could start adjusting his microphone.
Hey,
Oh my God.
just for the record, the guy that Trump picked for the VP.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
It's not related to you, Scotty. They spell it differently.
Yeah.
Stephanie
Well,
is,
Stephanie-
But Mike,
It's not all about
Stephanie
you.
is an idiot.
No, I'm not.
You are an absolute idiot. Where's my sound effect?
I
I don't need it. I'm just calling you an idiot.
I was going to say, but Mike is spelled the same way that I do. So
I was making
I
the
have no
crack.
idea what the
I was
hell.
making the crack. Hold on. Here's for Stephanie. So something got said about Trump's new guy, blah, blah, blah. And I said, how crazy is it how, his name? And Mike goes, yeah, Mike. And I said, yes, my dad was Mike Spence. Stephanie goes, it's not spelled the same. Coming from the girl that made out with her cousin, and it did spell the same.
really.
No, it didn't.
You didn't check his ID.
No.
did you?
Really?
We didn't have the same
Stop,
last name.
stop for 1 second.
So she did. check.
What family reunion did you go to?
My birth father's.
No, the name.
No, the name.
Like it's the Madsen.
Like I go to
family
the
reunion.
Walker family reunion.
I guess it would have been the Doss.
Okay. You were there?
Yes.
He was there?
And his last name is King. Thank you very
Stephanie,
much.
were you there?
Yes.
Was he there?
Yes.
Okay. Sound like the same last name to me.
Somewhere along the line, you're
No.
all DOS connected.
Well, yeah, his mom was.
Yeah.
is my,
Do you see
I really
do you
didn't
see
wanna
that
know.
Microsoft realized
Shut
that
up.
You're going through the family tree.
you
Yeah.
do realize that even Microsoft realized DOS was no good.
Yeah,
So they created Windows.
that family tree looks like an azalea bush.
That's a good one. I'll have to remember that.
She's just now getting that.
No,
See, listen to her giggling.
no,
They don't
I got
spell
it.
it the same way.
Yeah, I-
DOS is different.
I know, right?
No, I got it. when
Stephanie,
you
your
said it,
family
but I couldn't
tree,
laugh.
your family tree is like kudzu.
Not that family tree.
You know why I say it's like kudzu?
Because it snuck across in a coffee.
No, because it's everywhere. It grows all directions, and it ain't worth a shit.
That was bad. I'm not laughing at that. Well,
Apparently,
that depends on which family are you talking about.
apparently you've never
It
had
ain't
it.
Microsoft DOS. No, I don't know. I'm just being smart ass at this point. At
Apparently you've never had
7:42, I have
kudzu
to
in a
do that.
salad. Kudzu salad. Get it, Buddha? Buddha. Okay.
Okay,
Who invited the freaking big dude?
give him that extra monster.
I know it.
No, wait a minute. 3 of you crunk in one room could be dangerous.
That's right. Might get something done in here.
Oh my God.
So,
So tonight's the big day.
tonight is the big night.
Big night.
Today
The
would
big
be
night.
the day. What
Good morning, Karina.
This
Hey, yeah,
evening.
Heidelberg.
What time? What time? What time?
7, isn't it?
Night.
Well, the show
Hold
starts-
on, I'm Beyonce in it, bitches.
No.
Okay, sorry. Where's Jay-Z? I need some money.
Man, when you did that to your neck, I got suddenly got a
Turned
little
on.
chubby. I got a little chubby going.
Dude, you're weird. Don't
Not a-
say
I told
that.
y'all.
Not a lot of chubby. 'cause
You
that's
made me
Buddha.
spit. That was horrible. I mean,
Sexual-
on my microphone.
Hey,
Shut up.
hey.
Shut up. Shut up.
Can we switch seats?
Sexual frustration
So what-
between the two of y'all. I'm
What
telling
happened
you.
this morning when you came in?
Well, he looked me right in the eyes and he said,
I'm gonna come.
I'm
Shut
gonna
up,
be
Cassie,
coming.
let him talk.
The punchline stealer, man.
She
You're not
does
coming-
that every
Are you,
day.
are you coming tonight?
So go ahead, Mike.
You are? But
Go
will
ahead,
you,
Mike.
Will you be at
Mike,
the social
forget about her. She's muted. Go.
He muted me, so you can't hear me.
She'll be at the social disease house.
No, I asked her if she was coming.
She'll be at,
she said,
she'll be
yeah.
at STD Avenue.
Oh my God.
There's a pill for that.
The muting.
Could you please?
The muting's not working, brother.
No doubt. Can you please get back to the story?
Well, I mean, I looked at you this morning and you said, you know, there might be a little babysitter issue or something like that. But you looked at me right in the eyes, man, like locked eyes with me and went, but I'll be coming tonight. And I'm like, wait a minute.
The sad part is I said, I feel like I have to come. And
Yeah.
Mike goes, what? Don't you look at me and say that. And I'm like,
And then-
no, dude,
Licking
I
his
meant
lips.
tonight. Well, I was
Yeah, really.
eating.
He had
'Cause
chocolate
you-
all around his
You
lips.
forgot to say that, Mike, that he was licking his lips
Yeah.
as he was.
I was
as he said it.
eating.
What was the name of that band? Sexual Chocolate?
Sexual
What, is that what
Chocolate.
you're talking about?
Sexual chocolate, ladies and gentlemen.
Party all the time. Party all the time. Damn, I do.
You
a
need
good
to do
Eddie
that
Murphy.
tonight.
Pretty good.
You need to do that tonight.
I have no idea what I'm doing tonight. You know what's the best thing about being a psychopath with PTSD is one,
and STD and MSG
I'm
and
not real sure what I just drank.
EBT. Well, he don't have any EBT.
Yeah.
He has been trying to get it though.
Two, somebody's
He does have STD, but it's the EBT he's trying to get.
combine that together. Subidid.
Now, put your post traumatic stress, your EBT and STD together, and what does that spell?
Combat disabled vet.
You need to remember that one. So look, if you had post traumatic stress, EBT, STD, and what did you call OFO?
OFO. That's what
I'm suffering from OFO syndrome.
Yeah. I did that for 28 years in the Army. Every time I turned around, they were looking at me going, okay, so how are you going to get in trouble in this country?
So what does OFO stand for?
I can't say it.
Out
Totally.
effing off.
Yes.
Do you know the hardest part?
Yeah.
Do you know I have made a lifestyle out of OFO?
Oh, yeah.
And do you know the hardest part about OFO?
When you just
is
said
knowing-
the hardest part, I got a little icky feeling
Stop.
again.
The hardest part about OFO is knowing when you're done. Like, is there a cutoff point?
Man, I think we should go to a damn commercial. So I can pack my
Mike, you're a
shit.
pervert.
There's always a
And now you
point.
just use that word. Now,
It's early. Dude, you just,
It's before 8 o'clock.
no, I'm not worried about the fact that he said sheet. He's making sexual jokes, and then he just looked at me and talked about packing some of it.
Hey,
Dude,
you was making sexual
Stop.
jokes. I'm telling y'all just need to just go screw and get it over with.
oh, you
I've
think
already
I'm-
told him. Hey, listen,
you think
I've
I'm
already,
just gonna stop
wait a
after
minute.
that?
I've already made it clear I do him way before I'd ever do you.
That's fine with me. That is fine with
Listen,
me.
if my two choices are this dude or this dude, I'm going for the taller dude.
Because you have less far to bend down.
No, here's what I need you to know. Here's what I need you to know.
I'm about to vomit.
At least with Mike, I would know it'd be a punching bag swinging back. With you, I don't know how a giant roast beef sandwich would feel.
Oh, whatever. no,
don't
I
have-
don't think so.
Don't ever act like you never got 5 for 5 over it. You know what that means. I don't know about how y'all do it.
Placing an order for meat curtains.
Ew.
Pull around to the next window.
Sir, would you like all of that on one bun? Yeah.
Did you say you wanted extra cheese? Because this time of the month it's extra anyways.
That's right. Beef and cheddar, and here's your Arby's sauce.
Wow. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, and we already have
I
two
don't know
thumbs
that you
down.
need. I don't know that you need onions. I think it smells like it.
Okay, we got to get out of here. We got to stop this. All right, let's get real. It's a stupid, wacky Friday. You know, we always try to tell people that that Fridays are just kind of mischief, mayhem, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Dude, you're
All right,
you're
let's
just
get
talking about onions and
2
roast
thumbs
beef.
down. Well, you can take those 2 thumbs,
2 thumbs
and you can
down.
put them directly in your a-hole.
Mike should paint his face.
Mike should paint his face.
You know, the funny thing is for them giving us 2 thumbs down, but you're still watching.
yeah. Is this
Yep.
somebody we know? Or
I have no idea.
Okay, so they say Mike should paint his face. Well, you know, I do that when I'm doing your mom. So
I love the fact. I love the fact they go. I love the homos in the AM. Dude, quit disrespecting yourself and calling yourself a homo. Like
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
it's just not really right.
I'm
I don't like you downing yourself.
I'm a Homo sapien. I'll admit it. So,
Yep, I'm a Homo sapien.
Yeah, I did.
Wait a minute.
Shut up.
You're early man because you're still dragging knuckles, man.
Talk about sexual tension.
Is that her mating call?
I just got a Woody.
So look,
Hey, man, I hang around at zoos. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
After hours, the zebra gets a little loose.
that explains how the snake got loose.
Yeah, baby.
Good
Yeah,
God.
I got a T-shirt that says that. Ask me how the snake got loose. I don't like snakes.
I don't think we want to know.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to know.
So do we
Yeah.
actually have anything going on this morning?
I'm having a herpes flare up.
Oh, yuck. Yuck.
They
That's
got medicine for that.
Stephanie.
That would take the fun out of it.
I
every
don't know
month.
that they really have anything that gets rid of it. I mean, you would know. I mean,
It's kind of like your rent.
your
It
lip
goes away,
looks like
but
a toad's
it
back.
comes back next month. Wow, we
Not
just
if you
compared
take- what?
herpes and mortgage.
What is it? Valtrax?
I don't know, Stephanie. What is it that you take?
Isn't that
I
new
don't take
airline
nothing.
moving into Atlanta?
No, that's Amtrak. Never mind.
I was watching the commercials. You know, they have herpes commercials.
Oh,
Do you not ever see them?
I really don't pay attention because I don't have a reason to. But
Yeah.
tell us all about it.
Yeah, go for it.
No, they just have commercials. I think it's called Valtrax.
You think or
I
you
think-
know?
What did they prescribe you?
They didn't prescribe me nothing.
No cure for you.
Right.
No cure for you.
The only cure it can be is called divorce.
You've heard of the soup Nazi?
Oh, that's not nice. It's a good thing he's not listening yet.
Who? What would Travis say?
I got a bracelet.
Listen,
Wow.
wait. If there's the rubber bands, the rubber wristbands that say,
Mhm.
what would Jesus do?
Yeah.
If Travis was to be given the band, like if we had to go get bands that say, what would Travis say? Would it be ankle monitors?
I was either thinking that or
What would
or
Travis
just,
do? He wouldn't leave the house.
I was thinking about piercing just one nipple with a what would Travis do on the piercing?
Why?
So
I have big nipples.
What would the point be? That has nothing to. That's a horrible joke.
Look, see, it's cold. There's the
Mike,
point.
what?
Right there.
That is-
Look,
that's-
look,
there's no
look.
reason.
Why did you look
That
down?
didn't even.
Did you see that? You look down.
I looked down to see what you're doing with your
hey,
hand.
my eyes are up here, buddy.
My point was trying to figure out why you went there. Do you think about
Look,
Travis in that manner?
you know
Does
why
the
I
mullet
went
do
here?
it for you?
You know why I went here is because I can reach it. I can't reach here. So I can, you see what I'm saying? Look, now both of them are doing it. Come in Tokyo.
That would be tune in Tokyo.
Or-
yeah, tune in Tokyo.
You can't say
So-
come in Tokyo?
Well, that goes back to the other weird stuff. that we
Hey, it
don't
was
need
a
to talk about.
72-hour lead.
Look,
I
we're
was
losing
good.
listeners,
I don't blame them.
So let me
but
tell
we're
you
keeping
what.
the one that's
Yeah,
Let me tell you what
the
Travis,
one that hates us is still listening.
Let me tell you what Travis did last night.
No.
So-
Yes. What did
No.
Travis do last night?
So, you know, I did the show. I come back, the ladies talk. I come back home. We're getting ready to go to bed and everything. And we see in the cameras, because y'all know I have video cameras set up. We see in the
God.
That
cameras
explains that extra income.
this car. No, they're
when
all
animals
set up.
go wild.
They're all,
Hey, PayPal account,
they're all
39
set
cents.
up outside. So we see this car coming down the street and the light shining. I, of course,
Uh-oh.
knew it was a police car. And he was
Uh-oh.
like, what
Of
the?
course, you knew it was a police car.
Yeah.
Never mind. That's just funny. Keep going.
He's like, what the is that? Why is somebody riding through the neighborhood shining a light on everything? I said, Travis, it's a cop car. Well, I'm gonna go see what the hell's going on.
It's called patrolling. You know, y'all
No.
call every week.
No, actually, it's been good. But anyway, so he goes out
That's in that other house.
and
Yeah.
the one next door.
Right next door.
And-
They moved next door.
That was from the other old address.
Well, he goes outside and the cop asked him. He said, "Are you out here in the front yard yelling and screaming and carrying on?" And he's like, "No." And he said, "I just saw you on a video camera, and
I'm just
came
out
out
here
here to
eating my
see-
popsicle.
No, he didn't have the popsicle yet.
No, it's a
He
joke,
said-
Steph. Keep
He
going.
said, I saw you in my video camera, so I was coming to see what was on, what's going on. Well, at that time, the neighbor across the street comes out and he was like, hey, it's down there. So the cop starts walking down there to see what was going on. And Travis goes in and he was like, something's going on down the street. They're down there arguing and fighting and yelling. And the cop just went down there. I'm getting a popsicle and going and standing on the front porch. Come on.
Dang, man, that's got redneck written all over that.
No, that's got ghetto written all
Oh,
over it.
That's got trailer park written all over it.
I'm gonna get me a popsicle.
Yeah, so he got a couple of popsicles and sat out there because
Well,
I did go out
Because
there.
I have nothing better to do with my time than that.
Yeah.
Really?
I
My
did
God.
go out there and sat out there for a minute, and then Zach
have a-
across the street came out, the
you have
one
a
that
popsicle?
actually called. Yes, I had a popsicle, and then the lady cop came up, and she starts walking towards us because I guess she thought it was us, and she's like, "Is everything okay here?" I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." Well, do you see where he went? 2 houses down. So she goes down there, and we're sitting outside on the front porch eating popsicles and listening to the neighbors yelling and screaming, even with the cops still there, and nobody went to jail.
Yeah.
That was my night.
Mm.
Mm.
And I feel so,
Enlightened.
yeah.
Well, I told you it was funny because he kept sitting out there eating popsicles.
The
He brought
funny is this.
He had about
you,
4.
You knew this about him and you married him.
The cop.
Well, yeah, I mean, considering that I picked him up at a DUI school, yeah,
That story never gets old as
No,
many
it doesn't.
times as she says it.
it doesn't.
I'm
And here we
Tonight,
are,
Tonight
24
at 9
later.
p.m.,
I'm
we're
scared.
doing mystery hookups at the DUI class.
Yeah, really stay after
Girls,
class.
come down and just pick out the ones you want. Just know they don't have a license, so they can't drive away.
Right?
That's right. That's right. After hours party at the DUI school.
That's right. A little strange.
Bring your
a
own-
little strange.
Bring your own bottle and Uber app.
Yeah, and he was
Yeah.
underage too. at
That'd be,
that.
oh, I just thought of that. Wow, that'd be a great place to advertise Uber. Would be at all the DUI
Well,
schools.
she picked her husband up there, so apparently they're advertising Goober.
Yeah.
You-
I've been pressing this Goober.
There should be a DUI button.
Mm.
I'm drunk and I can't drive home. We can make millions. Let's do this. Live in a DUI app.
Well, I already work with those one folks. I help sponsor Drunk Dial. Yeah, it is. What it is before you go out, you hit the app and you talk into your phone.
Somebody just typed.
And
That was a great story.
Shut up.
Help you sleep. They're trying to get a morning nap.
You know what that is? That's the story. That's the story that your parents tell you. Don't shoplift because there was that one time, blah, 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 and this is what happened to me. So that was that kind of story. Don't do as I do or as I did.
Do as I don't say to do. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that just really made a lot of sense.
So how about Day of Rage today?
Isn't that just so screwed up?
Do you think it's a hoax?
Whoa.
So I was-
What?
Hold on. So don't tell the story yet. So I was telling Mike, how odd is it that
It's pretty freaking odd.
on the 15th of 99, my dad died. And then on the 5th, on 05 on this day is when my situation happened. And now look where the world is all screwed up right now with all the cop killing, the Black Lives Matter. And then if it doesn't just get crazy and stupid enough, the truck thing last night,
Yes.
here I am with all this crap weighing on me thinking, man, tomorrow's going to suck. And my wife plays a video that Anonymous put out claiming that them and Black Lives Matters is fixing to do this. And I'm turning it over to you, Mike.
Well, basically what they're saying is that they're going to have a day of rage today throughout our country, which is, I don't know that it had anything to do with what happened in Europe last night, but wow, talk about adding to the, putting fuel on the fire.
Yeah.
So I don't really want to come across like I'm promoting this or anything because I'm not, but
Hello, I'm Dennis.
so basically they're right now or late last night, there were 37 cities, major cities that have been listed on this anonymous. And when I say anonymous,
Hello,
this
I'm Dennis
anonymous
Michael Lynch, and I
document.
thank you.
And basically, you know, they're kind of like doing they're doing the whole let's be nonviolent, but if you need to be, get it on, that kind of stuff. So is this the video you were talking about?
Yeah.
Now, is this the anonymous dude talking?
No, this video, this is a different video that I was talking about. The girl that was in the car with the gentleman that got shot in the arm that they're trying to paint as a saint. This video that I'm sharing is videos that she did a couple of days before of her smoking blunts in the car with her daughter, her and the guy that got shot getting high.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this whole video shows everything. Like, she's smoking in multiple videos. This video shows multiple videos of her smoking dope and drinking beer. And then it shows a text message or something where she's talking about how pregnant she is and she's fixing to have a little boy. But yet The View and all these other people are painting her as a saint. But yet here's all this stuff that's been coming off her Facebook. Her own mother calls her out for basically being a Facebook whore. So y'all just keep talking. I was just gonna share.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna play.
No.
it.
I need to find that
Okay.
one too. I'm on. Hopefully my wife's listening. She can send me that one too.
All right. Well, right now it's kind of a, you know, a half and half thing going here, because it's like some people are saying it's a hoax. Of course, anytime anonymous, and I did listen to, it's called an emergency response call to actions if you're looking for the video. But the Day of Rage protests are scheduled in so far, like I said, 37 cities. And Atlanta, being that we broadcast from Atlanta, it's over in Decatur, and it's this afternoon. It's kind of, I was kind of looking at them and trying to see if there was any type of common denominator amongst them, but it's all different things. San Francisco, Oakland, Los Angeles, Denver, Washington, D.C. Good luck there. They're going to be protesting outside. Guess what the address is where to meet?
Where?
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Good luck. Yeah, announce that, and then good luck, buddy. They're not going to play any games there. Here in Atlanta, 7 p.m. at the old Decatur Courthouse in Decatur, Georgia, which is just to our west. You know, the major ones: Orlando, Miami, Chicago. Now, somebody could have just gone through and made this list, but the simple fact is that when you do this kind of thing, you've got folks like us that'll go, yeah, blah, 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 whatever. And we'll just bring an extra magazine whenever we go out tonight. But then you've got the knuckleheads that are going to show up wanting to start trouble. And of course, law enforcement's all on it. There's a ton of.
Oh yeah, come on down to Porterdale and mess around.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I know. I know that DeKalb County, Rockdale, and City of Conyers are all on call for today. If anything stupid was to happen, all off-duty officers are on call.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, bring it. I guess I hate to do that. Is that the right thing to say? Bring it. Come on, let's see what you got. Let's get it over with.
I hate that everybody's stupid enough to fall for this. Here's my thing. Are we not smarter than all this?
No.
Like, I saw a video
We are.
I saw a video last night of a reporter. Now, he's supposed to be at this harmless protest, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's a white guy. He's trying to ask these females what they're there for, and they're smacking them, yelling, get out of here. Then some guy comes up and starts smacking them, yelling, get out of here. Then a girl gets in his face with a bullhorn, and they're screaming, get out of here. Why are you here? Why are you here? And they're smacking at him. And I'm like, I thought this was a peaceful protest.
Yeah, really.
Don't you want to be heard? Don't you want your words heard? Don't you want to be seen and heard? And you're hitting a reporter and smacking them, telling them to get the hell out of there. I thought your the whole objective was to be heard and seen.
Yeah. Well, they don't know why they're there.
My wife's been
No,
just
no.
watching tons of these
They don't.
videos and showing them to me while we're
Why
on the
do they always
couch.
protest at night?
Because they.
Well, not all of them are tonight. I mean, because most
Most
of them have been starting in the daytime, and it just ends up going till night, unfortunately.
Like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, like I'm sure your job's gonna miss you tomorrow.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to clock into EBT.
No, you know,
Anonymous themselves is actually tweeting that there's no such thing as an anonymous Day of Rage.
Here's my thing. If you watch the video, which I'm trying to get it sent to me now, my wife.
I
my
got
wife
it, everyone.
Okay. Send it to me or put it on that message board. Here's my problem: is it doesn't show anonymous as the face doing the talking like it always does, and the voice doesn't sound the same.
Wow, because I listened to the voice and to me it did. But
well, because
I
it's
don't
just
hear
it's
well,
just
you
an
know?
automated voice.
So, I mean, I would love to be able to talk in that voice. I'd be like, all the attractive women will need to go.
But watch.
Topless
Here's
tonight.
this is not the message that we're talking about, but this is an anonymous message. Well, it would be if it would hurry up and start.
All the ladies should go topless tonight at militarymike. Do it now.
Make it rain.
Really? Because what I just heard was do it now, do it good, do it like okay, never mind.
Bring all your
Mike doesn't know that song.
Bring all your lady humps to the social house at Porterdale, Georgia at 7:00. The show doesn't start till 7:30, but if you're hot, we'll start filming at 7.
All right, so this is the normal voice.
Sexy.
And it normally shows his face a lot more. And then the last night when they didn't. But they did show a lot of the very same footage.
Protests. In 2009, allegations arose of vote rigging after the Iranian presidential election. Thousands of Iranians took to the streets in what has been described as the biggest anti-government protest since the 1900.
He always shows his face. The thing that surprises me about the one from last night is there's not a lot of interaction.
There it is. That's the one.
Driver's license. I'm trying to move it forward.
Man, was she not incredibly
fatally shot 4 times in the chest by police in
Baton
Rouge,
Hear the voice? It's not the
Louisiana.
same voice.
He was unarmed. On Wednesday, July
That's
6th,
what I'm trying to get at.
we witnessed a second shooting. Live on Facebook.
Okay, now watch. That's why I said it's not. I'm going to play a different one. Yeah, Mike, just take away from the show. Don't worry about it.
That was just between me and you.
I know it wasn't. You just stuck it up there.
He stuck it up there.
Goober.
In his face.
Just she's hot and black. What can I say?
And now I've done got all messed up.
Oh, did that little picture mess you up?
Well, no, because what happens is you pulled a train wreck Jen right in the middle of where I was trying to go. You sidetracked me instead of me doing what I was trying to do.
Have you ever watched a lot of these anonymous videos?
Yes, I do. I do try to watch them a little bit. So here's what I was getting at is a lot of the voices. I mean, this dude is probably a clear talking individual.
He does sound well educated.
If you wanna speak that way.
There has to be more than one though, huh? You think?
Well, to me, I'm believing there's a bunch of hackers involved.
Yeah, probably.
Some are fortunate enough to have pulled away from the brink and do not live in fear that their basic needs will be met.
Now, do you hear that's more
at least for
computerized
now.
too?
Yeah,
Yet they keep
different.
spinning the hamster wheel. Why?
Maybe we shouldn't be
And
screwing
it's
with
fast.
anonymous.
Day. Independence Day should also
See?
be about remembering.
That's one I just.
While
watched.
there's nothing wrong with celebrating on Independence Day, it's important to know why you're celebrating.
All right, now hear that voice and hear this voice.
Another man, Philando Castile, was
See,
shot
that's why
4
I'm
times
saying-
in the arm after being stopped by St. Anthony police for a broken tail light.
I'm just not sure it's all the same stuff, man.
Man, wasn't that woman? And I've been in situations where people are shot. I imagine a lot of us have here, but isn't that woman insanely, incredibly calm?
Well, that's why I want to play the video. I'm trying to get here. I didn't want to go too far with it because I just posted it, but I want you to kind of hear some of what that lady's doing because
Hello, I'm Dennis Michael Lynch, and I thank you for joining me this evening. Her name is Diamond Lavish Reynolds. She's the woman who took the video on Facebook Live of Mr. Castle, Philandro Castle, after he was shot by a police officer. But is she credible and is he credible? Because the media and everybody else is around him is making them sound as if they're two of the most perfect people in America? That's the question we address.
It's about 10 minutes long. Everybody needs to go watch
You'll
it.
see her daughter is always with her. This is what she said at that same press conference about.
Hold on. I'm trying to get to the pregnant part.
We're waiting for a baby. Sudden moves. I was
Real facts here. That said.
But you go watch this video.
Yeah.
Anybody can say.
One person from the school he worked at said he was a role model. He was a role model for.
Anybody can say what they want, and anybody can say that this news report could be this or it could be that. But you watch her videos that she filmed of her smoking dope in front of her kid while driving down the road. Her, the very same guy that got shot, they're smoking blunts multiple times. Then there's another scene of her at her house smoking, dancing around, singing to a music video, and she's yelling at her kid. And then she says, for anybody that wishes they have kids, you need to rethink and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Go watch this perfect woman on video.
Isn't that weird? I'm still just absolutely amazed on how calm she was.
Yep. Because, her own mother says that that she's this person, that she's just trying to get attention.
Well, it worked.
It worked.
Pretty bad when your mom
Yeah.
says that.
Yeah, it's pretty sad when your mother says that's who you are.
Travis says she cleaned up really good.
Yeah.
Her mother's trying to get attention.
Go watch the videos that she herself filmed, you guys.
And I
So
tell
it's on my page.
The body cameras now the police wearing are helping out a lot now.
Well, did you see the other video that I shared where they're showing the person that actually investigates the crime? They're showing this dude posted a video on Facebook, but it's like 3 minutes after
That's what
the crime actually happened. And he's painting a picture of police brutality. And then the woman shows his along with the body cam and the cars. And you see where the dude reaches for something. The trunk's open.
Well, they try to put handcuffs on him.
Yeah.
And he tried to run away.
Yeah. So it's clear. You can go find that video on my page too. That's what I'm trying to explain to people. It's just like with me in the Wendy's episode a couple years back. I had people going, I can't believe you were this and that, and you were videoing. And I said, have you ever considered the first 4 minutes that took place before I started doing the video? Don't you know, dumbass, that something had to have gotten really bad for me to whip my phone out, which means you missed the really good stuff because I ended up getting my phone out to catch the rest of it. And that's the thing that people are not smart enough. I think Facebook has created a world of dummies. Like you lost all common sense. Think about it.
I like to think that it dumbed me down a little.
Well, I'm not sure that it helped anything.
No, I mean, I kind of like it. It's something to do at 3 o'clock in the morning other than
what you normally do at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Watch Netflix.
And chill.
I
don't know how much chilling you're doing. All right, let's go to a commercial workout. We come back. We're going to get some stupid funnies going on. See if we got any phone pranks we can pull off. Everybody have a great day. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that about the cop.
Next song goes out to Mike.
It's ridiculous, though. The guy said, look, 3 minutes long, and they showed that the cops beat him up. They didn't show why they were doing it.
They never did. And it doesn't matter because if they release it after the fact, then everybody just says, oh, they're just trying to cover their asses. This is what it is. I think people with a general mind understand that the dude was fighting back. That's a little.
But the way there's stuff going on right now, they jump into and say, "Well,
they're trying to say that
it's all the black thing."
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah, but
hell yeah,
it's somebody just trying to pour more gas on the fuel,
Oh yeah,
let's go.
I love it. Purge is coming, baby. You know what's gonna happen? Let's just kick this pig.
But what's the answer of stopping it all? There's not really much.
A purge.
I mean, the generation now, they don't want to sit down and talk about it. They want to get out there, get in the face, make trouble.
Yeah.
Did you see, what was it, 3 or 4 nights ago? The news was showing this generation talking about, they out there in front of the governor's house. He's not even at home. And
he's out of the country.
Okay. Then they went to our generation. Guess where they was at? In a room like this, talking about it.
Yeah.
What's so, can't they learn? Look at sit down and talk about it. Figure out what to do instead of going there and
Come up with a
protest.
resolution.
Instead of out there protesting at somebody's house.
Who ain't even home.
Ain't home.
And all you're doing is terrorizing the people that actually paid good money to live across the street from the government.
Try to go and go to sleep and go to work the next day.
Get off my grass.
But it just
2 men, 2 guns.
Let me ask you something.
Okay.
What's the point of getting on the interstate and stopping traffic?
Yeah, we're still trying to figure that one out too.
What's the purpose?
Exactly
I
what
want
you
to
just
fight
said.
myself while I can go out there and get run over.
Exactly what you just said. We're talking about it.
Eat it.
We're talking about it on a radio program. You see them say they're winning when they block traffic like that and create that story. They create that situation, and we talk about it. We're doing exactly
They're
what they
getting
want.
15 minutes fame.
Yeah,
getting exactly what they want. That's why I always tell them the same thing. Look, if I'm driving down the road and there's somebody standing in the road and I hit them, like on interstate, I'm not talking about like a side road, on an interstate, am I in trouble? Am I supposed to swerve out of the way, or are they, is it involuntary vehicular manslaughter?
They're not in a pedestrian walkway.
Yeah. Well, there's
so who
signs.
gets the ticket?
When you go to every highway, there's a sign that says, pedestrians basically aren't allowed.
Yep.
So taking that in context, if I'm going down the expressway and somebody's standing there and I hit them, am I going to jail?
Well, how about this? My buddy Frank, back in the day, was traveling down past Six Flags on the way to Douglasville. But he's either going to Douglasville or coming home from Douglasville. Black dude comes running across that side of the expressway, jumps the wall, but lands on Frank's windshield of Frank's T-Bird.
Oh my God.
As Frank was running 70. Killed the guy. Wasn't Frank's fault.
So nothing happened?
Nothing happened to Frank.
Okay. Well,
But did he stop?
Oh, of course. Yeah, his whole windshield was
No,
destroyed.
what I'm just saying is.
No, he kept going, Buddha.
But some people do, though.
No, he
that's true.
He, of course, was stopped. Cops everywhere. Yeah, dude dead. Jumped right into his windshield.
Well, you see that people hit pedestrian and leave the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't no driving that car. That T-Bird, he said the windshield and even the arms to the window slash roof was pushed back.
I say we put that out there that it's not your fault if you run into somebody who's on a road like that, and I bet you they'll stop blocking. Somebody is initiating this. A couple hundred people don't just show up in the middle of an interstate unless they're looking for a Pokemon. But you see what I'm getting is the fact is somebody's organizing. Who's organizing it? That's the key. If we can get to who's organizing it, we can do something about it.
But how can one person control hundreds and thousands of people? That's
That's right.
Weird.
I
know Hitler did it, but
that was millions of people. No, I think
that was brainwashing.
Let's look at it.
Well, it's the same type of brainwashing.
Yeah.
Here's my thing: if you're gonna keep pointing fingers and calling the KKK
Krispy Kreme
terrorist, right? If you're gonna keep calling them a hate group and call them terrorist, then Black Lives Matter is the same thing.
Hell, for that matter, the Black Panthers are the same.
Oh God, yeah.
Well, now you got the Black Panthers, you got the new Black Panthers, and
I don't care if you got the Pink Panther. If you're preaching hate,
look, Pokemon.
The problem is if you're trying to net, chill, flick, whatever, and you see some poking going on with Pokemon, that's kind of strange. Let's just find something else to talk about. So what else do we have going on this morning? Does anybody know why the guy did France last night?
No.
I
don't think
so. Nobody's screaming,
No.
They did
nobody's screaming it.
Well,
Right now,
yeah, kind of.
What is it up to? 86 people now?
Yeah, that's what I was just looking
fixing
at.
to go
I was just
check it
looking
out.
at it.
Yeah.
The BBC is
But
reporting
is
84
not
now.
responsible for this.
Well, yeah. You know, it was Bastille Day too. So
By who?
Now, what is Bastille Day?
Bastille Day is
It's like Recycle Friday when it's Plastic Day.
Oh God, that's kind of weird.
And they pronounce it Nice instead of Nice, France, or something like that.
If you ever try to tell me how to spell something again, I'm kicking you in your hooter.
Oh my God!
Because I'm not going to spell that correctly either.
Did you really just say
Shut
that?
up.
Yeah, it's called Nice France. Do you call it France or Francis? It's nice.
Bite me.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, y'all completely miss.
Okay.
Whatever.
No, we're laughing because the redneck
No,
who
I
tries to
was
tell people how to
not-
pronounce stuff. No, I'm not talking. Just keep going. Just fine. Keep going.
In July
You do it
14th.
over me.
It's my show.
What's up, man?
What's up, man? What's up?
I'm fixing to poke you in your eye with my
So
pencil.
speaking of poke, we'll go back to the Nice, France in a minute.
I was gonna
This
explain
Pokemon crap, dude. They showed a woman on the news this morning that was traveling, and I think they said something like she was in a synagogue or something like that. She walks kind of away from the building, starts down into the tree line, goes down into this wood area, gets near this pond, finds a dead body.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, like soon, all these people playing the Pokemon thing are going to find Jimmy Hoffa
Or DB
Yeah.
Cooper.
But they're saying it's good for people because they're getting out and
Yeah,
exercising.
yeah, they're
now.
getting out all right. Did you hear about the two idiots that fell off a 75-foot cliff?
Yeah, but they got the Pokemon, didn't they?
I got a Pokemon last night.
Two idiots are walking, looking down at their phone, and they walk off a cliff.
Well, you've seen on Donkey Kong.
Listen,
they're
my
the
mama
thinnest way out there.
said just
You gotta-
because they jumped off the bridge, does that mean you do it too?
Yeah.
if there's a Pokemon,
So you're walking behind a dude. Hey, man, watch this.
I might.
Come on down. The rocks are good.
Did you say Kanye's police found in them?
Well, Kanye's police, when they were on the news, said that, and it was the guy that Stephanie knows.
Walking in.
He was on the news and said that the Pokemon app is taking people into some of the wrong neighborhoods and up on the private property into people's yards. But worse, worse than going into the cemetery where the dude hung himself.
Right.
Right? Like I drove by there and I saw all these people hanging around the same tree the dude hung himself. And apparently the mystery of why the guy hung himself is now a Pokemon location. And then the problem too is I thought Pine Log Park used to be a Pokemon location till they closed it down. And Mike's chewing his thumbnail. He don't want to jump on
It
this
used
one.
to be.
So
Hog Park,
it used to be a gay hookup
Yes.
spot.
the one by the
Yes,
church.
yes.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, they were having men hook up in the woods.
Yes.
It was a
And the
location.
bathrooms.
So let me go back to my joke. So here's my problem is it's bad enough these people are hanging out at the tree where the dude hung himself. It's bad enough that these people are doing all this Pokemoning. They even said that there's one in the middle of West Avenue and people are just watching their phones and walking right into the middle of the damn road
Yeah.
to get the Pokemon. Yeah, keep going. So they just walk right into the damn road. And the police said they're just sitting there watching it happen. They're having to stay out there now and keep up with all this crap. Yeah, Steph, your turn.
No, I was just agreeing with you. Jeez. One minute you tell me I don't say anything. Go ahead, mute me.
And then you get crunk. I was getting my snot rag.
Oh!
They get crunk. She gets crunk and you can't shut her up.
What's up, man?
I'm fixing to poke you with my pencil.
When them stubby arms, you can't even walk around the table to poke me with a pencil.
Dang.
I got a
There's too
12
much
gauge right
crap
here.
over
You
here.
keep on.
Talking about sexual
Oh!
tension.
That's a threat.
Don't understand
That's
what
a threat?
the purpose
That's a
of Pokemon
terrorist
is.
That's a
threat.
terroristic threat. That's what it is. All right, so keep going. Let's go. Pokemon.
I just don't
Mike.
understand.
Yes.
What's your thought?
On
I've had other people,
Pokemon.
people saying it's great exercise.
I can tell you this. I live on a 150-acre farm, and my 13-year-old son last night about 3 o'clock in the morning, who is our Just for Fun radio avatar Pokemon representative, he was out collecting Pokemons. Now, he knows a way to, once he's identified them, he can make them come to him, too. So
Cool.
he was out in the middle of the field.
Now my wife was walking around in circles again in the front yard.
She does that every time she looks down at that wedding ring and goes.
But then she ended up across the street in the neighbor's yard on that vacant house, and she's like, "There's one right there in that driveway." I'm like, "Honey, do you remember all them videos I've been sharing about the speeders? You're not watching what you're doing and walking out in that street."
I'm going to do one of those Pokemon lures and tell Crystal there's a Pokemon over my
Chris
house.
with Ravens, I think his phone just tore up because in plain English, it says, "I'm in your pond trying to find a Pokemon," and then it starts getting scrambled. So I'm assuming the phone just got wet.
That's why you got a drone, dude. You take your phone and you hook it to your drone and you can go get those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what my nephew's doing.
Pokemons?
Yep.
I got a Pokemon in my kitchen last night.
I don't. That is disgusting by every means.
I got a Pokemon in my kitchen last night.
You need to quit talking about gross stuff.
I'm not talking about gross. I really
Was it
got
bent
a
over the
Pokemon.
oven?
No.
It was in the pickle jar.
Were you doing the dishes? Oh my God.
That was his name.
I'm sure somebody yelled "squirrel." You turned the look and pow, right in the kisser.
It's the turtle that's half turtle, half squirrel.
Sure, it's considered a turtle at times. It's called playing turtle.
Yeah. Never runs fast, but always finishes. The Squirtle.
Why does this show keep going to the
It was a real Pokemon.
Hey, did y'all hear about Nintendo launching a mini NES console with 30 games? Remember the old Nintendo Entertainment System? The classic. Yep. Yeah, it's coming back out. It's pretty cool, man. And here's the best part.
Hey, wait. So you were telling me that a horrible, old, worn-out video game system is making a comeback.
Yes, but it wasn't horrible.
Dude, there is hope for your dating life.
What?
Oh, I know that.
If they're bringing Nintendo back for people to play with, you stand a chance of landing a date.
They're going to bring me back to play with.
Stephanie, you missed the whole point. What was my point in the story?
I don't know. But they brought Atari back.
You're an idiot.
And you just knowing this.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
I'm supposed to be. I'm the dummy on the show.
Well, thank God. I just needed you as the redneck.
I'm the dummy on the show. Dummy on the show. Dummy all the time.
That's right. I just needed a redneck on the show. I didn't know she was coming as the dummy. She's a transgender redneck.
I think I'm going to do a skit tonight that's nothing but Eddie Murphy songs. So.
Yeah, because that's not original.
Yeah,
you have to copy another comedian. You'll be laughed off the stage.
He's only got like one.
Well, then it'll be a short show.
Who's only got one?
Well, he's got one that made a hit. Eddie Murphy.
I'm not.
Oh my God.
Steph, I'm not really gonna.
Do you remember that TV show he was on?
Yeah, Saturday Night Live.
Shut up. Okay. He only has one. What is wrong with her?
Hey, those were like fake songs that he sang on there.
The only one time did he have Eddie Murphy raw as a video and as a record, but he had hundreds of stand-up shows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got Raw on DVD. So
you got Raw in your kitchen. Next conversation, please.
Pokemon.
I got Raw.
Dude, you call it however you want it.
Hey, look.
Like to you.
Well, I'm looking at the Pokemon. Raw Spoodle is in here.
Raw Spooge. Can we hurry up and get out of here, man? Y'all are killing me today.
You see the picture of
we're gonna have to call the show early if we keep being gross.
Look at the picture
I'm not
right
being
here.
gross.
You got to quit talking about sex, Stephanie.
I wasn't.
Okay, next.
I was talking about the Pokemon that I caught in my kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep trying to talk about your and his sex life, I'm going to smack you.
No, that was in the bedroom. I'm talking about the kitchen, damn it.
Gross. Oh, gross.
Oh, behave. I told you, shut up. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. I know.
Hey, baby.
Nightmare.
For some
Mike, please tell me one of your stupid stories that I hate so much, but at least it'll be better than her.
I'm thinking about that movie like Contagious when it's coming out of everything. Function check. Whoa.
The blob.
Yeah. But invasion of look.
Oh, don't do that.
I can't say this about Redneck Stephanie. If Invasion of the Body Snatchers, they didn't accept her application. So.
They sent her back. I almost said the A word. They go to probe her and go, "Ooh, we send that one back. I think we got a bad one."
Yeah, really. You're supposed to wait till these are right before you.
That's right. Them. Don't you know how to squeeze tomatoes to find the right one?
Look, thump its head. See what I mean? It's not ripe yet. So back to
Please, God, let this be somebody to save us just for fun.
Do I make you horny, baby? Do I?
Oh my God, please save us. God,
That
that's what he
was-
called for.
that was beyond
Stephanie
a doubt.
does not make you horny. I'm just saying.
that was
Well,
beyond
that
a
sounded
doubt
like my husband, so
the
hopefully I
worst
do.
English
Well,
accent I've ever heard.
We don't know who it might have really been. I mean, nobody said what would Travis say.
Oh, behave.
If that truck would have got away last night, I'm thinking whoever just called was the driver, because that was the worst English accent. God, Alex's English accent's better than that.
Well, then I know it's Travis now.
So listen, how about this indoor water slide? I just saw a Six Flags thing. How about this indoor water slide that's
coming in LaGrange.
that's being built in LaGrange.
Really?
It's going to be like Whitewater's indoors.
Have y'all been to LaGrange lately?
No.
Yeah. I'm not going when there's a water slide.
Why?
The water in LaGrange has always been.
It has nothing to do with their city water, fool.
Well, it's going to have water in there, right? It's a water park.
Oh my
But it'll
God.
have chlorine
But
in it.
it'll be through
No.
their filtration system,
I'm telling you.
not
chlorine.
LaGrange's
Listen,
filtration
I'm telling you,
system.
Look it up. Look it up right now. Look it up.
Mike,
look
it doesn't
Water.
matter if it comes from LaGrange water. It's still going to have to go through their
Just-
purification. And
You know what? Just talking about that, I got a little.
Mike,
bubbly thing.
shut up. Why could you?
Oh,
You could
God.
ruin
It's
everything.
It's
I
supposed to open
pictured-
up in
Do
2018.
you know what I pictured? I pictured Mike saying, "Do you know that means I could go there and look at hot single mothers, and I don't even have to go outside?" That's
No,
what I
not
pictured.
Not in LaGrange.
I pictured him like getting the room in the hotel room next door so he can peep out the window.
Oh.
Mm.
I just got from my cousin Kim. You want to hang out in Atlanta tonight? Well, hell no.
Supposed to make 500 jobs at the water park.
Wow.
Man,
Cool.
that's
I
That's
started
a lot of
typing.
pee.
Listen, you know, I'm talking to my cousin in Alabama. When I go to type, come here, and it types corn here.
I got from
CORN. Why? Well, if you're talking to a person in Alabama, I guess you could say corn here.
I got from what would Travis say? Mike, he told me to tell you to kiss his butt.
Oh God.
all right there.
And go get him a popsicle.
Now,
And a pickle.
Yeah, y'all played hide the pickle one time.
too
I
many.
think that's why he doesn't want to go on the trip with you this
I know.
coming month.
Oh no! Come on now.
He's
I
worried that you're
already-
gonna,
I've contacted everybody on the thing and asked them seriously if they don't want me to go, and all of them are like, they want me to go. They don't want you to go.
Yeah, but without me, what are you driving?
I would ride bitch with somebody.
Ravens Renovations. He says his wife's out of town. His back seat's open, and dude, he's got a huge, comfy back seat
How do you know that?
because he's actually showed me a seat.
Because he's backed that thing up on him.
Oh.
Like it's got heat. It has air. I mean, it has not
Body
AC,
of
but air cushions.
Yeah, I was about to say, I hope it has air. It's on a
He's got what's
motorcycle.
called a fat ass seat. It's like the biggest, fattest, most comfortable. That thing ought to come from the company called Lazy Boy.
Dang, a reclining back seat. That would be awesome. Holy
Yes.
smokes. Wow. Yeah, so what was I looking up?
So we need to figure it out.
I don't know.
I was getting a return phone call from Snow last night saying, "Are we still going on the event?" And I said, "Yes." Buddha, are you still in?
Yes.
Okay. So here's what we're doing. We've now decided instead of leaving on Wednesday night, we're shortening it a little bit. We threw it out there to see if we could, because a lot of people said they just didn't have the money and they just didn't have the time. So instead of leaving Wednesday, we'll leave like 9 Thursday, go up to fart around on our way up there, see a lot of cool sights, stop, take pictures, whatever, get into that town that night or that evening, and then the next morning do the tour. So if we go on Thursday, we do the tour on Friday. Because I said, man, if we're gonna be at a hotel on Thursday night, we can all just chill out by the pool, go to Hooters, Ruby Tuesdays, Olive Garden, whatever they have there, because it's like Conyers. Chill out at the hotel, drink some beer, hang out at the pool. Then the next morning, go do the tour. People that have done the tour were saying, look, if you actually go and spend some time, enjoy the tour, then go to the town, hang out a little while where they have the little Jack Daniel's store. They're like, y'all have fun. So then the conversation was we would go back, stay one more night, and then come home on Saturday. But then Ravens was saying, if we're going to stay Friday night, why don't we just leave the Jack Daniels place mid-afternoon or whenever we get done, ride an hour and a half to Chattanooga, and then Chattanooga will be there Friday night and come home Saturday. So at least we save a little bit of money and we shorten the ride by 2 days.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you that I've taken guys into combat and we didn't plan that out that much, but you the man.
Yeah, but when you have
I get you.
There's 20-something people on the page, and each one of them that wanted to go has thrown out stuff like, well, I got to get new tires. My money's tight. I don't know that I can leave on Wednesday and come home on Sunday. That's a huge, amount of time.
Everybody's
school's fixing to start back. Yeah, so that's why we said, well, what we'll do is if we leave Thursday, we'll just shoot our way up, go into like Calhoun, take a bunch of cool pictures, travel through some mountains. I know some of the roads up there that will take us the direction we got to go, and just have a good time. So just saying. Yeah,
I mean, I'm going to be drunk, so I don't really care.
My cousin just goes, "You don't drink beer." Well, I might drink one or two, but I don't drink beer and drive anywhere.
Right.
That's just me. I got low blood sugar. I'm a cheap date. I can drink 2 Mick Ultras, and it'd be like 3 shots of Jack Daniels for most people.
Oh, so you might want to imagine, if you're going to compare me to you, you might want to drink 418 beers.
There you go. Because I would have to drink a 12-pack of beer to feel as drunk as Mike normally would get.
I literally have an IV being installed in my arm this Monday on my radio show.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
It's going to be Jack Daniels. So it's going to be interesting. I've never done it intravenously, but
wow.
Anything to draw subscribers.
That's right. He's never gone through that hole. He's normally had it.
Emina.
Oh my God!
I don't like that dude. That dude is creepy.
Can you say that again?
An Emina.
No, I don't like him. He sings them songs about pregnant girlfriends and killing them. I don't like that. And he did that movie. What was it? 7.6 kilometers or 8 miles?
8 miles.
But I did the metric conversion.
That's Eminem. That's not Emina.
Are you just now getting the? I'm leaving.
No, I got it.
No,
I'm got it.
She's getting it.
Stephanie, I want to place an M&M. Can you tell me how to spell it?
M and M.
I have a very.
So that's how I'm supposed to spell it.
EMI.
Eminem.
NEM. Eminem.
You know who introduced me to
Stephanie,
that
can you
music?
please explain to me? Spell that one more time.
EMINEM. Eminem.
Eminem.
I'm correct, ain't I?
For the first time ever.
Taint I?
Taint eye. Oh my God.
You just got that.
Yeah, well, you have pink eye from the taint eye. Did you just get that too? That's why she's wearing pink lenses, so I can't see her pink eyes. You salad tosser, you. The only woman that's ever been thrown out of Olive Garden for tossing the wrong person's salad.
We want cheese on that?
No, I've never ate it at Olive Garden.
Of course, I made that joke, and she's like, "I've never eaten there."
Well, yeah, because there's a.
I don't know. Is it really considered called eating, Stephanie? We got to go to commercial, everybody. We'll be right back. This next song, we're definitely going to say goes out to Stephanie.
Look at Bella. Look at Bella.
Speaking of toss the salad.
Come back here. Let your tongue back in, girl.
Oh, poor thing. With a real Slim Shady. Real Slim Shady. Really, 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 really Slim Shady.
Pink eye lives matter.
Yeah. Tain't that right? What he said, did he?
But
yes. Anytime it gets just stupid, just delete it. Don't block him yet. Just keep deleting it. If he keeps typing stupid, now if it's not disgusting or really stupid or offensive, leave it. But if he's being a dick, delete it.
be a dick. You dick. You dick. So how many people are going now
On the trip?
on the trip? Have you?
I'm Slim Shady as I'm the real Shady.
Is Travis going?
No, I don't think so.
He said he couldn't get off work, right?
Right. Not for 2 days.
How many bikes are going
Where?
on the trip?
Well, here's what's confirmed now that you said you're going.
Because Kim can't go.
It's me.
Oh, it's like guys trip anyway.
Well, it's still in the air on that too. Me, you, Philip, Chris, Jeff. That's confirmed. Me, you, Philip, Chris, Jeff, possibly Mike. That's 6, and then little Richard would be 7.
I'm going, dude.
I'm just tossing it out there. I mean,
Can you list a different adjective
you're
or
an idiot.
adverb?
He's just putting it out there.
But since Mike's gonna, Mike wants to go, he'd have to drive my van, which means
But you have a cooler though.
which means we'll have cooler and food and things like that. Which also means we can, if somebody else that doesn't have a bike could go and stay with Mike that day. That way he's not by himself driving.
I mean,
He'd rather be riding than driving.
I ain't listen to music I want to listen to, and I can sing.
Only because schools be starting. Why she couldn't go.
I can't be around kids younger than
My cousin.
Okay.
My cousin. I brought clothes. I'm on the way to Douglasville because I thought I would corn. She's making fun of me now.
So she's calling.
Yeah. Be stand up.
Women are such a trip, man.
So is Travis. Hey.
Yes.
So is Travis still not going to be able to go? He would only have to take off
She's doing something
Thursday, Friday now.
So she can't go to the show. So I said,
I can ask
that's
him.
my date
I
for
mean,
the night. And so
yeah,
she's like,
it's
well, I guess we're
fine
not going
with
to
me
because we're
for
going to
him
go
to
dinner
go.
before the show,
He
right?
was
And so I said,
about-
this way, or you're my teaser. No answer.
taking
They don't like it when you turn it around.
on that
them.
job that he's on. 'cause
Yeah, they do.
has to
Not
do
like
the
that
job
shit when
done.
you turn it around.
I understand that.
But she's a cutie.
Is that the one you going to eat with?
Mm-hmm.
All right, going back live.
And on the YouTube, the reason why your comments are being deleted is because we don't like the.
You can't be too obscene.
Yeah, we don't like the.
You can be funny, but let's not be trashy funny. Let's keep it somewhat clean. I mean, it's bad enough we're trying to jump rope on the line, but I don't want people reading what you're writing and people to be offended, because I will not tolerate you and someone else getting into any kind of weird argument on the page, because then it makes all of us look stupid.
And we have sponsors that are actually in the YouTube, and
And I can
What
look.
was that?
And
stupid on my
ladies,
own.
gentlemen, people of Stephanie's
doggies,
color, sexuality,
Weight
group.
class.
Would I call it a group?
Weight class.
hey,
Stephanie,
watch it,
are y'all
buddy.
considered a tribe, a herd, a flock,
A small bus.
an association, a chapter? I mean, what do y'all label yourself? Or let's not label you by any means. I would hate to,
Transgender,
I hate
translingual,
labels.
transformer,
transformer.
Mud people.
Have you
mud people. Well, I didn't want to call you that because people will really find that offensive.
I wouldn't find it offensive.
Cousins.
For us here in
Yeah,
the
family.
studio,
That's what we're called. Family.
Yeah.
We're the family.
for us here in the
Some of you
studio,
are family.
That's what I'm saying.
look at the picture that we're using, because to have live YouTube, you have to kind of log back into it.
Look at
But
Mike's
the
face.
picture is frozen, so I keep looking down. For the last hour, basically basically, this is what you're getting. Me going, ow.
I'm gonna take a picture of
And
that.
you're looking at me. I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's the back of your head. People are not used to that. Why you got like a pack of hot dogs and buns back there, brother?
Wow, dude.
Man, you're freaking look.
Is fat people allowed to call fat people fat people?
Yeah, it's allowed.
Is that what it is?
Look at his head in proportion to my whole body. His head is so big.
What is his name? What is his nickname? Mike. Besides yours is Jerk. What is his?
Buddha.
Okay.
Okay, so in the religion of Buddhism, they study incredibly giant craniums. What the hell, man?
Oh God, Mike's a moron.
If you were proportionally tall to the size of your head, you'd be like 9 feet tall, man. Freaking huge, dude. I bet you got a like that.
Oh my God, Mike!
I didn't say nothing.
Shut up.
I did. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah, you didn't physically speak it, but boy, you sure did just insinuate.
Well,
that's the show, though, isn't it?
Did he argue back? No. So
right, kind of like you saying that I was sexually harassing you, and then of course I said, "Well, I didn't see you say no or get up and leave."
Well, that's because I like it.
Leave a buffet, does he?
Oh, Buddha got jokes now.
Well, for Mike, that would be called a butt fade.
Buddha got jokes now. Buddha's turning his religion into the art of comedian.
Yeah, he should get on stage tonight. He'll do better than you.
Nah, I don't think the stage could hold that much weight.
Wow.
Hey, the
Not
two of
both
us
of you together.
Yeah, we can't get in an elevator together.
Look, hey, Noah. If Noah had to bring you two, there'd be a different boat built.
I'm telling you, for each of us, that'd be cool though. Have your own cabin and two of everything. And look,
we one in Kentucky.
Okay, get this: the two sliders and the two snakes are on your boat.
Buddha would have a gold Buddha room. Mike would have this stable-looking thing with lots of hay.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you know what? Whenever you walk by,
Mike
you
would
can go,
be right.
hey.
Mike would be right next to the animal, the elephant poo.
Oh yeah, you can squeeze it
because they say he's the sheep.
You can squeeze it and get drink from it.
So, anywho,
you never seen
what else do we got? Why do I keep passing that same picture so much?
Because she's being funny.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, she's being funny. She thinks she's funny.
Well, what's funny is that reservoir right there.
I know, and we've talked about that often.
Did you tell her I said that?
Yes.
Oh my God, Mike, no.
Why, man? Isn't it hose before bros?
Oh my God, you're an idiot.
In fact,
anybody want to call in? We need some call-ins this morning. We need some subject change. We need some mental health. We need mental stability. We need.
Look, I got one where
she don't listen to the show, does she?
Yeah.
Oh my God! So she just heard me say that too.
Oh, let me tell you something.
Oh my God!
She brings a whole new meaning to psychotic. Believe me. You think we're weird. She scares me.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. She is way out there.
Yeah.
Mater.
Mater.
No, he just showed me something that said Black Lives Mater.
Oh.
They're trying to get the guy from YouTube to call in.
He won't.
He says that we're too sensitive.
Yeah.
That he's too much for us.
Yeah,
oh my God! Then quit being a chicken shit and call in.
And there you have it.
Yeah.
Chicken shit radio.
Pretty much sums it up.
It's 8:46. We can't say sheet after that, but just say it. It just seems to me that it's easy to sit behind a keyboard and do all sorts of typing and pretending to be somebody.
I know. I have to type with my left hand.
Well, that's because you're right-handed.
And Karin said Mike just snorted.
Well,
Karin, are you?
We
coming?
had that conversation earlier. I said, hey, we were watching a movie and a TV show, the Animal Kingdom, and it just shows the guy keeps snorting cocaine.
Oh my God!
I'm like, how much? I looked at mine, who is a past experienced person,
recovering drug addict.
Hello.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, thanks for calling.
So is that not what you do? Sit behind the keyboard and pretend like you're somebody?
Yeah, well, I don't have to pretend. That's my thing. There's no pretending here.
Wow. Yeah, and Taylor Swift just emailed me. I figure we're in fantasy land. I'd go with it.
I mean, I don't have to pretend. This is the guy that I am, 98% of the time. So,
Oh, I get you. 98, 99 point.
But I'm not sitting behind the cowboy keyboard.
The 2% that worries everybody.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not back there like, let me pull this Cheeto out of my belly button so I can type and tell everybody how I'm such a badass.
Yeah, he says he doesn't call in when people are begging, and
yeah, nobody's begging.
Trust me, we are not begging.
Look, the only people that's ever begged is when your mother begged you to move out of the house,
message,
or your wife begged for a divorce,
or when the PTA begged her to leave the auditorium
yes.
naked. So
yeah. Anyways.
Or in Mike's case, where the girls beg him to stop.
Well, yeah, that's okay though. That just means more chloroform in German. So
there you go.
What's what talking about? She invited me to go to Spain with her, and
I need to boot scoot and boogie. I got the delivery service calling me.
All right, brother. Have a good day.
Bye, Jeff.
Hey, if you're out and about tomorrow, come see us.
Or tonight
over the porterhouse, and he just hung up. So I get you.
Lauren, are you coming tonight? Since you're on YouTube and listening,
leave it to Steph. Yeah, she said record it because she's in Europe. But we were talking about meeting up in Spain, and she's got a friend.
Trust me, anybody that meets up with you will say it's a pain.
No, I said Karin.
Oh,
not
no,
Karina. Karin.
Oh, okay, sorry. I don't know. Is Karin coming tonight?
Karin and Steve.
I don't know. Just get her to look you in your eyes.
Well,
that'll be hard.
Yeah, it'd be tough for me. I have to
bend over,
get my legs chopped off.
He says my mother and wife are awful, and they're the same person. Wow. Okay.
Who said that?
The dude on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube's a little weird, dude.
And yes,
it puts on the lotion.
Stephen and Karin are coming, and
all right.
She says we have to make sure Mike shows up.
Oh yeah, don't worry about Mike. Don't worry about Mike showing up. I'm gonna flirt with you on the stage, by the way, Karin. So tell Steve to have a couple extra beers.
Yeah, I could see Mike now go, and I called my insurance agent, and I kept asking her about, I could see him doing that, making up stupid stuff of what he's called.
Oh yeah,
and asked.
Yeah.
Well, there's certain things I wanted to get covered in my insurance. Look, all those fish and that fish tank, those are important to me.
Hey, so my cousin's asking what's happening tonight. Tell everybody what you're doing again.
At the porterhouse in Social.
Hold on. So hey, dude. So if you're trying to make out with my grandma, she's dead.
Oh,
so
wow.
Man, you really are gross if you married your mother and you're trying to make out with my grandma. Ugh, I think you need to go see a shrink.
Are there any pictures?
Keep going.
Okay. So tonight at the Social House in Porterdale, there is a comedy show. And they have given me 7 minutes to do a stand-up act because I've been wanting to get into.
And that's 3 minutes more than his girlfriend gave him.
Well, I tell you what, it's like dating 3 women when they give you 7 minutes, and I get to finish. Wow! I get to finish in front of people, so I'm happy about that.
His last girlfriend.
Yeah, and I had to get my. Wow, Animal Farm. So I had to get my probation officer to okay it, and so he said, "Well, I have to attend." So I told him it was at Visions and Conyers.
Oh my god!
So he'll be at the wrong place tonight, which I think is hilarious. And then I can just blame him for being stupid. That works. Usually gets me a urine analysis too. So tonight, 7:30, there's comedy show at the Social House in Porterdale. Come out and see us. Hey, we got cold drinks. We got
cold beers.
Yeah,
I knew that's what he tried to say. And he did.
We got some crazy cool people going to be out there. It's going to be funny. We got the karaoke. What is it? It's the finals, correct?
Yes.
Right? The food
$500 to the winner for the karaoke.
And that's good. That's a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
So there'll be some great talent. There'll be some bad talent that I'll be representing that part. Come on out, have some fun. It's you know what? It's OFO. It's WTF OFO, just for fun radio.
But it's not BYOB.
But it's not BYOB. It's BY own funny.
It is BYOB. Bring your own biatch. Don't be taking nobody else's.
Yeah,
don't take nobody else's home.
Don't try to take Mike's old lady.
Yeah, if you have an extra one, I'll be flying solo tonight. So if
Mike's bringing 2 dates tonight.
But the food.
They always travel in pairs. You notice that pigs always travel in pairs. Same thing with peacocks.
The food at the Social House is awesome. That's the gate.
Damn, I'm hungry.
Social House are absolutely amazing. They're a good size, and the lemon pepper and the teriyaki.
So size does matter.
Size does matter.
Talking about chicken wings.
Yeah, size matters.
So my cousin, she says, I don't have a biatch. I said, bring on.
Oh,
that's our friend.
Chicken wing lives matter.
Yes, they don't. Remember a long time ago when you used to throw that stuff out? I mean, chicken wings.
Yeah, can you imagine the guy that said, hey,
God,
I can make millions off of the stuff that we scrapped?
And you know what? The chicken
Let's just
wings,
develop a nasty sauce and make people believe it's good.
When I lived in upstate New York, we made a big trip, like a road trip, like we're doing. But we went to Buffalo, New York, to the place where they say they invented them. And you know what?
Really?
Yeah. So it was just some mom and pop thing. They say they came up with buffalo wings. And I got to tell you, they sucked.
Oh, so is that why they call it buffalo wings? Because they came out of Buffalo?
Look, we got to do a birthday real quick, by the way.
And Karin wants to know, when did you get a barnyard in the basement?
Chick, have you not seen the zoo crew that's in here?
Years ago.
She's going to go up on your
All right, so listen, we're going to call this number, and I need you to tell this girl right here happy birthday. And do it like, hey, you know, I'm so-and-so on Facebook. I saw it was your birthday. I just want to say happy birthday to you.
Is she single?
No.
Jeez, man.
But you certainly wish she was.
I
don't
do.
you?
Yeah, she's a beautiful woman.
Desperate much?
Yes.
Always.
Duh. Freaking bigger, better deal, man. Anytime you can move up. God, and her boyfriend, husband looks like freaking, what's his name, man? The actor. Ain't no chance of freaking working that.
Real quick, we have a new viewer on YouTube this
Really?
morning.
The same guy that's been typing all the horrible stuff?
No. Marley Meadow.
Hey, Marley.
She says that we are cracking her up. So thank you for tuning in. Give us the thumbs up if you haven't already. And there's more where that came from.
Are you hitting on her? Jeez.
Yeah.
She's trying to move up.
Where you live at, girl?
How you doing?
How you doing?
So listen, okay, so here's that chick. We're going to call her.
Mm-hmm.
See the name? Don't say it yet. I'm muting everybody that's not important. Unfortunately, this is the first time Mike gets to say he feels important. Just happy birthday. You've been seeing her on Facebook. That you're not on her friends list because she wouldn't accept your friend's request, but you're following her.
I'm cool with that. I'm down.
I'm not a monster.
Withdrawals. Oh, I don't blame her. The love boat.
Reached the voice.
All right.
And see, the reason I know it's going to be hard to see her, get her on the phone, is because every time I see her, we talk about my phone pranks.
Oh, yeah. So she probably.
Yes. So she already knows. We got her last year.
Tuned in. Did we? Boom, 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 boom.
Shut up.
She hasn't answered the phone yet.
Boom, boom, boom.
If she answers the phone, Stephanie's over here singing. Like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Monster.
Don't blame it on the monster.
Boom, boom.
It's on this side of the mic. If I can hear you through the headphones, jackhole.
Wow, man. You're like freaking telephone stalking her now, huh? You know, I do remember calling her last year. I don't think she's going to answer me.
Yeah, she's the dental hygienist that we called last year.
Okay. Yeah, that's you see what it says she does now? She's an embalmer.
Well, she does both.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So
she takes care of both ends of you.
She's a dental hygienist and
an
embalmer.
Man, if she shows up to one, kind of still hooked on the other job, she could make a big.
Oh, we don't know who it is. Shut up, Stephanie. Shut up.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Who's this?
Who's this?
I asked you first. Hello.
Hello.
Is this Brandy? Brandy. Man, women today, they just
damn it, man.
Your voice just turns them off.
Oh, tell me something I don't know, Buddha.
Now hurry up when you get her. You play too long.
I play too long. Oh my God. I know, Ashley. I know. You can't please the man. Yeah, you should probably report me to DeKalb County or something. Yeah, there's Sergeant so-and-so with a cease and desist order.
I just sent her a text. Say, answer the phone.
Yeah, Honda.
It's like catch and release.
Story of my life, brother.
She's not going to. I'm just going to have to go ahead and tell her who it is.
Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. It's 9 o'clock, Friday the 15th, in Conyers, Georgia, where men are men
and I wanted to catch her before 9 o'clock.
Men are men and sheep are scared.
Got a minute.
Bum, 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 bum. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo.
Oh, well, can't get her.
I'm sure we have some Pokemon in the basement.
So anyhow, we tried.
Yeah.
Stephanie, shut up.
You
You make me seem like I am a complete jerk to you. But what people
are.
Stephanie, look what you're putting us through. If
What
this
am I
is how
putting
you
you
act,
through?
if this is how you act on a monster, can you imagine if she was on meth or crank?
Yes.
Somebody would kill her.
Yes, I have been that person.
I was waiting for like the punchline, Mike.
That was the punchline.
Like, is there more to the story?
No,
Mike?
that was
Oh.
the punchline.
And she's a funeral director, not a mortician.
Morticia.
So anyways.
Because mortician lives matter.
No, they're really over. Morticians' lives are older.
Anywho's.
Over. Hey, so
a
the
funeral
new
director lives matter.
the new Bernie action figure
Mac?
is out. No, the Bernie Sanders.
Oh, he has an action figure?
He has an action figure. Oh wait, sorry, it's sold out.
Well,
What does it do?
on
Give out-
top of it, how
Yeah,
much
so-
action really could it be?
Yeah, and what's it do? Does
It's
it
a
give out
sellout,
EBT?
Stephanie.
It's sold out.
Sold out.
He sold out to the Democratic Party.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, what is,
I know,
what does the
she's
action,
running.
what does the action figure do?
Mike.
Hello, Democratic National Convention.
I was in the shower.
Oh,
Well, damn it, that wasn't perfect timing.
Have you never heard of Periscope?
And I just got finished showing pictures of you to Mike, and he's like, God, she is hot.
Is
I
she
know,
single?
but your boyfriend or husband in those pictures, he looks like a movie star. I don't have a chance.
Now Mike, though, will hang up the phone and go, I caught her naked in the shower. Do you know the mental image that you just painted?
Oh,
in this
I'm already
man's head?
lying to my friends
Here,
right
let me,
now.
let me
man.
go back to her
I'm like,
pictures.
tune in. I'm talking to this hot chick in the
look,
shower.
Look.
Oh,
So,
she's
look,
she's
Still
beautiful.
standing in the shower.
there you go.
Oh,
There you go, Mike. There's your picture of her holding her baby.
I'll be back.
They're
in a
both
minute.
naked, Mike. How's that make you feel?
God, Scotty.
How you doing?
How you doing?
The water running.
All right, say that again. Mike just said something, and he couldn't stop fumbling over his lips.
When I called back, you couldn't hear the water running.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
I
go
just saying
real
hello,
quick.
and I was like, who is this saying? Who is this person? I'm taking a shower. I'm doing my hot water.
Mike's fixing to ask for your address if you say shower one more time.
Hey, look, there's a Pokemon there.
That's why her and the massage head stayed in there longer.
Right now, this soap off.
Oh man.
Well, we
So-
wanted to call and say happy birthday, just to kind of mess with you, but we was going to try to punk you the first time, but then it's like, she's not going to answer again.
Hey, do you do embalming? Seriously?
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh, that would. Can you give me a little of that? Embalming
No,
fluid?
Mike, no drug deals. Over the way. I told him, I said, between both jobs she does, she's going to cover both ends.
Ooh.
That's right.
Man,
So, hey, I have a serious question. What's this about the toothpaste yesterday?
oh.
Oh my God. I told Corey, I said, look, if I say I got herpes from a 15-year-old kid, it's not what you think.
Now, do you see where the story just went, everybody? Now you need to explain it.
I'm suddenly not that interested. Your Mark Wahlberg looking husband can have it.
I was cleaning his teeth and Profi paste, Profi is cleaning paste, slung up on my lip, and I wipe it off. But what comes natural to us? We lick our lips when they're dry.
Oh
so I lick my lips like a dummy and get all the paste in my mouth.
See? Now listen, I'm going to gross you out for a second, but with your job, think of this. My stepmother has worked at the OBGN XYZ place for like 20 years. And she was explaining that one day she was taking a culture, if you want to call it that, with a quick with a Q-tip, and she didn't have on eye protection. And something flicked in her eye, and the same thing you just said. If I catch something because of this, that's kind of what she said too. It's horrible that y'all have to cover those areas, I suppose.
Did you hear what I asked you?
Yes, and I tried not to pay attention to what you said because I did not want to say it. I didn't want to go with, no, Brandy, let's not talk about what you said.
I got to admit, I've really only got 3 things from this conversation. 1, couldn't you hear the water? 2, I'm still standing in the shower. 3, you know what you do. You lick your lips. Happy birthday, Mike.
Mike's going to be disturbed.
Can I go get dressed now?
Yes, I think as a group we've kept you naked long enough.
And I'm going to upgrade my Periscope account
Hey,
to creepy.
And let me just say this, since my wife's listening, honey, the only reason I'm talking to her naked is because she answered the phone. And how weird is this, Mike? Let me tell you the funny of this. So we have Brandy on the phone and she's naked, right? Do you know who her sister is, Mike? Do you remember when I had to go have my scrotum checked for cancer? Her sister's the one that played with my punching bags. We're just keeping it in the family.
She must have really small hands.
You know, she looked at me and she said, and this is her sister saying this, I bet you never thought I'd be the one doing this. I said, not sober.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I didn't know this story, so the last time we ran into Scotty, my sister looked at us and how's it hanging?
Wow.
And then we had to tell the story.
Yeah. You know, the thing about the bad thing
travel to the left.
for a veteran, that's kind of a big deal because we have to go to the VA and you might get some guy with a prosthetic hook going, come here next. And like, ah, no. And he's like, I'm left-handed. Oh, are you going to buy me a drink?
So anyways, happy birthday. And we hope we at least gave you a giggle.
I hope that shower worked out.
Well,
for
my
you.
mother's calling me now, so now I got to talk to her naked and she's not going to feel right.
Wow.
She's seen you naked. She's
wow, there we go. So look, I'm copying this link and I'm putting it on your page so you can get everybody to go watch.
You naked in the shower.
I'll see you later. Have a good day.
Happy birthday.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so
can we take a break?
Yeah, we're fixing to.
I don't need long.
Oh my
God, Mike.
What? I just said I need a break, man. Y'all don't need to know what I'm doing.
What? How long would we say? It's 9:06. So what? 8:50. She should start around 8:50.
It won't take me that long.
Shut up, Mike. Oh,
Mike, it's after 9 o'clock.
Okay, well, what I do in the bathroom is my time.
Mike.
Yes.
What?
Shut up.
Oh, come
And
on.
nobody needs to know. It's a secret.
No.
It's
really
a don't
Yes,
ask,
it is.
don't tell.
It's a secret.
In your case, if I'm going to the bathroom, it's don't ask, don't smell. All right, you guys, we'll be right back.
I know. Scotty stinks.
Not as bad as your daddy, though, right? I know. Daddy stinks bad. Calm it down. Calm down. Now, that was funny right there.
an experience.
All sorts of great things happen at the social house right there in Porterdale. All right, I'm dedicating this song to me because you know what? It's my rebirth day. Around the outside. Speaking of trailer parks, Stephanie kept talking about it. Well, you're telling a story about your husband and popsicles.
But we don't live in a trailer park. Back again. I need to see Scottie to give you a bath. He didn't give you a bath last time.
My fat little piggy 6 years ago. God, she's getting old.
He was a Muslim and he was 31 years old.
Who?
The truck driver.
They got anything else on him? Was he?
It's just stuff that's breaking news right now.
Wonder if
He drove 60 miles an hour through there.
Well, you saw that video I posted, right?
I didn't see the video. I just saw the aftermath
of the people laying all over the place in blood. And
Are you on a bike or car?
He's in his truck.
You in your truck?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to make up my mind if I was riding my bike after this show. Chop for me. Controversy.
Oh, I gotta sneeze.
But I think it's because of
in 5, 4, 3.
People doing Paris.
Is there a phone ringing something?
Yeah, it's an offshoot of ISIS, but they're, you know.
But they said he was a Muslim, so okay, let's bring him over here. You know.
Did you hear what?
Do to it.
Yeah, did you hear what Newt said? Newt Gingrich. He basically said, look, if you believe in Sharia law, okay, if you believe in Sharia law, that is not conducive to constitutional law. You need to go. And I hate to say it, but you know, it's kind of right.
And right now, they said there was a 2 Americans.
Yeah.
The
From
dad and
Dallas,
the pop and
or
the son.
Yeah.
wasn't they from Texas?
Yeah.
Make sure you check out White Brothers Auto Parts Warehouse. They are supplying parts to most of the dealerships around town and most of the people around town. If you need quality parts and you need them on a great time frame, these are the people you need to go see. Make sure you go check out White Brothers Auto Parts Warehouse with 3 locations in Conyers, Forest Park, and Stone Mountain, servicing Metro Atlanta. Are you in need of a reliable vehicle? Because if you are, you need to go see my buddies up there at Turn and Burn Motors, located on Iris Drive, right there between West Avenue and Sigmund Road. I'm telling you where all the greatest deals are around these parts. You need to know these people that you're shopping with. It's the thing called trust. And let me tell you, when it comes to Turn and Burn Motors, you can trust what they tell you because they're honest with you from the get-go. They're letting you know everything there is to know about these cars. They're not trying to hide it. They'll stand behind everything they say. Make sure you go check out Turn and Burn Motors. They're there to make sure they're taking care of us. You can go get a good car from
Hey, Tony Burn Motors.
Dun, dun, dun. Are we fixing to go live? Back live? Stop! Breathe.
How often do we go back to the show after commercials. Jacob's like, I can't see this dude anymore. Well, you're the one that told me to block him.
Yeah.
Which way do you want it? Do you want him there? Do you want him gone? Do you want him there? Do you want him gone? All right, did anybody see this? This is the chick that was a Playboy Playmate that took pictures.
Yeah.
Anybody want to talk about it or not want to talk about it?
Well, I don't know the whole story, but I did read that one. You had it up before, but apparently she took pictures like of other people, right? Isn't that what it was?
Well, she took a picture of this woman here. Hold on, we'll go to
In
it.
the gym.
All right, we're back. So listen, we were going to bring up the fact of, I believe it's Danny Mathers is her name.
Right.
Yeah.
Playboy Playmate who was in the shower or in the steam room. And sitting in the steam room, she takes a picture of a woman naked, like walking to the shower.
Yeah.
And says, if I can't unsee this, then you can't either. And she posted it on like Instagram.
Whoa.
And now she's getting all sorts of flack about it.
Well, I mean,
that's rude.
You can't.
Well,
you can't
that's
do that, you know.
kind of not you're not supposed to do that.
Right.
You can take anything in public, but that's not really public.
Yeah.
No,
It's
it's
like in
a
a dressing
private.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been like.
Get on that
when-
mic.
That would
Hey, easy,
Over there
easy.
now.
that would have been like if you would have taken the picture of the old man.
Oh yeah,
in
the elephant
in the
nuts.
gym.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
are
that's-
you guys talking about?
Do y'all not remember the story? While I
Yeah.
walked in the gym, I was going into the dressing room, and this old dude's just standing there powdering his junk, and has his junk in his right hand, and just shaking powder on it on his left hand, like somebody putting shake and bake on a chicken. And he just looked at me, and I'm like, dude, face the lockers. Why are you facing everybody walking into the dressing room?
Yeah, there. Let me tell you something. I mean, we've all been to those gyms where there's that one guy that you go in, he's in there half naked, walking around talking to people with same thing, junk and right, powder and left, and maybe even not even his sometimes. But then you go work out, you go work out for an hour and a half, and you come back and the dude is still getting dressed. He's still putting powder on stuff, and you're just like, oh my God. And you don't want to make eye contact.
Yes.
No.
You make eye contact, he comes over and he puts his foot on the nasty, disgusting bench that you're sitting on getting dressed. And he's like, I've been married for 400 years.
So anyways, a spokesperson from LA Fitness tells TMZ her behavior was appalling and puts every member's privacy at risk. We have handled this internally and also notified the police. The gym goes on to say that cell phone usage and photography are prohibited in the locker room, saying that this is not just our rude, it is considered common decency.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was
It's just
thinking.
a common respect. You don't do that.
I don't know, but when they say common, and if it's not clearly outlined, somebody's going to argue it.
All right, so listen. We're doing what we did on Yahoo yesterday. I typed in her name. We're going to hit images and see how long it takes, which she is a Playboy girl, so we already know. But how long it takes, how many pictures does it take before you find a nude one? Are you ready?
How many
Let's
pictures
do it.
does it take to get
I say
there?
first page.
Wow!
Yeah.
The first pictures.
First picture, yeah.
Every single row is her.
Naked.
With no clothes.
Yeah.
Well, that's the closest thing to clothes. And look
Yeah.
what she's doing with them.
Yeah. She's massaging
Here,
them.
Let
I
me
don't
just
know. What would you
save
say?
that one and come back to that one later. So, okay, let's
Mike's
give this to
already
Buddha.
saved
The NAACP will be calling in a few seconds. Not that has a joke, but it's about last night's meeting. So give me a word, give me a person's name, or give me something. We're doing a thing called Ask Yahoo, and what we do is we enter it and then hit images and see how long it takes for a perverted picture to pop up.
So you're our guest today. Give us a word or a person's name or something.
So here we go. I just typed in Buddha,
Oh, God.
and let's type images. Let's see how long it takes to find a bad picture. There's the first row, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth. I'm not even counting now because the whole page is
I'm
perfect
impressed.
pictures.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, because yesterday he said Bob, and we thought battery operated brother was going to pop up.
Bob haircuts came up for a minute, and then bam, naked.
So look at that. Not one bad picture of Buddha. So that is awesome. Awesome. So now look, if we're going to say Buddha, then God help me for saying this. We're going to do Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
Okay, so far, they look like a lot of great pictures I used to see on my and there's Buddy Love.
Where? I missed it.
Right there.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
So, anyways, they're all good pictures, and that's great. That is awesome. We're very proud of that. All right, now give us a word. Let's try his wife's name.
Buddha's wife?
Yeah. I don't know if Buddha really ever got married, but this one did. Okay, so now it's all Kim Kardashians. And look, second row midway, you can call that a nudie because it is.
Oh, yeah.
It is her.
And then she did pose.
Yeah. Now those are definitely nudies.
Yep.
It should have just typed in Ray J at that point. All right, give us a name, Buddha. Anything. John. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
If John Holmes pops up. Okay, so far, we saw a John Lennon.
Yeah.
And now totally a lot of John Cena, John Lennon, John Travolta.
John Mayer.
John
Stamos.
John Stamos.
John Goodman.
The dude John Goodman, I was going to say, I couldn't remember his name. Yes.
The Duke.
Is that John Wayne? You saw
Yes,
John Wayne?
I saw John Wayne.
I'm scrolling.
There's a picture of me right
so
there.
far,
John Wayne.
So far, no nudies. So far, good. Well,
John Travolta.
very last row. Look.
Whoa. Who the halo is that?
I don't know. Do you want me to find out for you?
I would prefer that not to
Stephanie,
be
do you want me to click enlarge?
No.
No.
Stephanie, I need an answer.
Look, she's on this.
Do you want me to click enlarge for
Yeah,
you?
she does.
Sure.
Wait, no, don't say sure like I'm doing it to you. You want me to?
Yes.
That's what I'm asking you.
John James from Dynasty. You need to go get a Brazilian.
Stephanie. Have you ever heard of manscaping?
Look at mine.
Exactly.
It's kind of funny, and I can honestly say that I find no part of the male body attractive.
Do you know I have looked at women and I said I can see why you're a lesbian.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Men want to have sex with the lights on. Women want to have sex with the lights off. So,
I can't understand how any guy would want to be with a big old hairy sweaty guy. That's always made me go. I don't understand how women do it, much less how another guy wants to be with another guy because we're just nasty creatures.
I'm getting from Germany to have you type in cruise.
My wife just said type in the word Ron, and we already know where this is going to go.
Yes.
We already know. Okay, so far, the redhead boy, hang on, the redhead boy from Harry Potter. Then who is that man right there?
Ron Paul.
Mike?
I don't see the pointy thing.
Who is this guy?
Ron Paul.
Okay, and then Ron Howard.
Yep.
And then we're scrolling down.
More
So far,
Ron
it's
Howard.
all just those cats, right?
Isn't it weird that was already in the browser history, though? I mean,
how was that in the browser history? Oh, never mind. You're making a joke. Sorry. Oh, Crystal. Sorry. I'm like, what are you talking about? I get what you're saying. You're trying to say that Crystal looked it up. Okay.
Ron Howard. Do you know that Ron Howard's brother makes a cameo in every movie that Ron
Yes.
Well, and he's been in more movies than most people, you know.
And he's a creepy looking
watch. So here was the joke. Well, I'll look that up in just a second, Stephanie.
Okay.
Here's the joke that started this whole thing. A friend of mine, her son typed the word Hummer into Yahoo, and he wanted a picture of a Hummer truck. That's what he expected to see. See all these pictures of these trucks?
Aww.
Now, how all of a sudden he stumbled on to the other one is kind of funny. Look, it's a 6-wheel Hummer. That's pretty cool.
It's a limo Hummer. Cool.
So, anyways, that one
It's a
wasn't
pink Hummer.
That one wasn't a limo.
That one is.
Okay. Anyway, Stephanie, your
Well,
attention span is like a gnat today. All right, what word am I supposed to be looking up? Quit trying that. What word was I supposed to be? KRE
UZ.
UZ. What the hell is that?
It's auf Deutsch. It's in German.
It's crosses.
Yeah.
And then then it becomes tattoos.
Then it
And
becomes
then-
a anti. Or then it
Wait,
becomes
look,
the Aryan
hold on.
nation.
Let's count rows because I just saw a nudie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14th row. You already got one.
Yep.
And it's oddly a naked woman on a cross.
Yeah. Isn't it weird at Just for Fun Radio, we encourage you looking up nudie pictures.
I'm not encouraging you. I'm not encouraging. But what I was trying to say is when you, it just, to me, it shows you, you know, what they do is list like the most popular searches.
Oh, yeah.
So
Trending.
it just shows how weird it is that when you type in, you know, Buddha, there's no nudies that pop up.
Right.
You type in Kim, the first person's Kim Kardashian.
Right.
How you know what I'm saying? That just shows you what the majority of people are looking up.
Main
So
Street media.
I get from a listener. So when I typed my daughter's name, I was told I couldn't call her Nikki, so I typed in Nikki. Okay, I'm getting lost on that.
So type in Nikki. is what
Okay,
they're
so
saying.
there's okay. So I typed in Nicole.
I knew a girl named Nikki.
Okay, now that's all
Say she
Nicole.
was a-
That's all Nicole. What's her name?
What a beautiful.
The one
Nicole
that was
Kidman.
Nicole Kidman. Sorry.
Beautiful woman.
And of course,
Yeah. Beautiful.
hold
Absolutely
on.
beautiful.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 9th row is the picture of her from Eyes Wide Open.
Yeah.
Okay, so now type in the word Nikki. And it pops up. What's funny is I hadn't hit go yet, but it has Nikki Bella, which is a wrestler, Nikki Reed, which was a movie star, Nikki Cox,
She's a movie star.
Nikki Haley.
No idea.
No idea. I mean, yeah, but it goes down to Nikki 6 as well. So now let's see what the picture results are. Picture results are
Well, that's a side boob.
but they're not complete. Well, third row, middle picture. That would be Nikki Benz.
Nikki
So-
Benden, all right.
Shut up! It's Benz like the car, fool.
Oh, B-E-N-Z.
Z.
Gotcha.
So yeah. Anywho's, but that was the joke. Is anytime that you do stuff, if you don't have it on of course, the safety feed, the second that you type in stuff, look, Nikki 6, right between all these hot chicks. That's just the way he likes it too, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So just pointing that out. I just find it funny that when you type all these words in, you never know what's going to pop up. And then that's Nikki Cox. That was from the girl that was in the TV show that was similar to Married with Children, the one that was on WB.
Peggy.
Yes.
No.
And she was also in Las Vegas.
Yes. So, anyways, what else do we got?
Girl,
Yes. What else do we got going on
Applegate?
this morning?
Is that what her name?
So Mick
Christina?
Jagger is expecting his 8th child at the age of 72 with his
Dang.
29-year-old girlfriend.
Hey, hold on one second. I just got told to type in.
That's awesome.
And the way he typed it is going to be confusing. I already know where this is going. So if we type in just for fun the way we spell it, we'll see what pops up. But then the way he spelled it, we already know that it's going to be bad. So typing in just for fun brings up, as strange as this is, are these Spanish dancers that are all like feathered up?
I don't know.
Wow.
I am so scared.
That is funny.
Now, did you?
Now, wait. That's not a Spanish dancer.
Nope.
That might be a Spanish person, but that's not a Spanish dancer. Look at that picture, Mike.
Hearts are in the wrong place.
So yeah, that didn't take but just a few seconds to go bad. Some of these pictures are.
Now, how did you type it all together, or
No, I typed it the
Okay.
way we spell it. I didn't type radio. I just put just for fun.
Put radio.
Now I'm going to put the word just for spelling it FOR,
Right.
and see what pops up.
Huh.
That is, well, there's a cartoon of some weird stuff, and then there is a lot of weird stuff there. So we're not going to spell it that way. Then let's spell it with a 4, and let's put radio behind it. And used to, it was a picture of Waterhead's goat that would pop up.
Yes, it was.
So now at least there's like our logo. Our two logos are the very first two pictures.
As it should be.
As it should be. But now what is this?
Confusing.
What is that right there?
Confusing.
Stephanie, what do you think that is?
That is a
That is a who?
A
what?
Man with tatas.
Yeah.
So anyhow, there you go. On to another subject, please. So you were saying,
type it all together. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, we're going back.
Type it all together with no spaces in between. I'm
Okay,
interested to see
just
the number
on radio.
There you go. Hit that. I'm interested in seeing.
And you want me to do
what's there.
pictures?
See, man. Yeah.
It's the same thing. Our two logos are
Man.
first.
All right, I'm gonna be working on that. We need to push all that stuff out of.
Well,
there.
at least that other weird picture Stephanie just seen doesn't pop up again.
No, we should. That's us, man. We should be pushing.
Of course,
all that other
that's
crap.
not us.
Yeah.
Mike wishes it was
No,
him.
no, I'm saying that should be nothing. But we're apparently
So
we're
let's
not
do-
tagging the pictures right or something.
Let's do hashtag just for fun. Okay, there's 3 pictures of our videos.
Yeah.
So, oh well. All right, Stephanie, what was you saying?
Sir Mick Jagger is expecting his 8th child at the ripe old age of 72.
How many kids does he now have?
A spokesman for the Rolling Stones frontman confirmed the singer's 29-year-old girlfriend, Melanie Hamrick, is pregnant. Sir Mick, who is a great-grandfather, has 7 children whose ages range from 45 to 17. The news comes
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. The news comes just 2 months after Rolling Stones guitarist Ronnie Wood became a father again at 68. His wife gave birth to 2 twin girls. Sir Mick's representative confirmed a report by People magazine and other media outlets that Miss Hamrick was pregnant. A source quoted, "This is great news. It will be Mick's 8th child, and nothing phases him."
Wow, and he's how old?
72.
Good Lord. He'll see that kid turn 3. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
That
I'm
was
sorry.
funny.
Yeah,
Oh man, that was funny.
That's
Man. Hey, but
He's
you
got
know,
kids.
dude, I mean, congratulations.
Yeah. But he's got kids the age of the woman that is having his kid.
And here's just curiosity. Was there artificial insemination?
It had to be.
You would hope so.
Just say it.
Because wouldn't you think those are all powder by now?
Wow.
Stephanie, are you going back to the dude powder
That
in,
just-
in the room?
Oh wow, that just went so bad.
Was you thinking of donuts?
Ew!
So I was told to go back to Yahoo,
Oh, Lord.
type in the word eat,
Get her done.
hit images. Well, thank God it's all well, it was all kids. That's odd.
that's not
that
a
was
kid.
like all kids and adults eating.
That is the
and then
funniest
all-
video right
said-
there. Those two.
That
guys.
one?
No, next to it. The 2 guys eating and the guys.
Oh my God! Look at the size of that snake that ate whatever that is.
Oh my God.
Ew. Oh.
Well,
Ew.
here we go, y'all. We're
It-
gonna close that picture. So anyhow, next, what else do we have? So how about that picture of Kate Hudson? Now, how odd is that? Kate Hudson, and it says, "Oops, I missed it." She must have been getting out of a lake or an ocean and fell and just like covered in friggin' mud. You know, that would, let's think about that for a second. Can you imagine being a paparazzi and being famous and every move you make, somebody snapping off pictures?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're catching the worst pictures of you possible. Just for fun.
Hey, what's going on, DJ Scottie?
What's happening, brother?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much, man. Check it out. Hey, man, I just want to say, man, last night was a great success, man, and I want to thank you guys for putting it out.
Yeah, let's hear all about it.
Huh?
I said, let's hear all
Yeah,
about
man,
it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's dive right into it, man. You ready?
Yeah.
How was the
Okay.
turnout
Hey.
initially? You know.
Man, listen, I think it was a great turnout, man. I think
Good.
we had about 250 head of people came out
Wow.
last night.
Wow.
Really good.
Awesome.
So it was definitely a great turnout. And let me say first, I want to first say thank Pastor Ship for letting us use his church.
Very cool.
And also I want to say thank you for first start off with Chief Cotton, Police Chief of Covington, Police Chief of Conyers, Chief Wilson, Sheriff Levitt and his whole department, Senator Vaness, the whole Women Coalition, and also Miss Williams. There was a panel last night, and Commissioner Osnesley. It was a great turnout, man. I think that we got a lot accomplished. You know, it's good when the police chief tell you, "Hey, man, I thought this was a really good town hall meeting."
Yeah, that's cool.
So that made me feel very uneasy. That made me feel very, very good. You know, I want to say something, man. I got a lot. I've always had respect for Chief Wilson, Kanye's police chief, and I always had a lot of respect for Sheriff Levitt. I really never worked with Chief Cotton in Covington, but man, I'm gonna tell you, when I say that guy, Chief Cotton out there in Covington, they got a good police chief. They got a really good police chief out there, man, because he answered everybody's question. Even if it was a tough question, you know, I was trying to get everybody's question. He helped me out a lot, you know, helped me go back to him and answering them and stuff like that. So I want to say to all the local law enforcement community, man, thank you guys, because last night was a great turnout. This would not be the only town hall meeting, like I said before, Just a Fun Family. We're going to continue to have these meetings. And DJ Scottie, man, I want your family to come on out when we have these town hall meetings.
Yeah, we wanted to be there last night, but I had a show I had to make sure. And then when my wife does the show, I'm taking care of the baby. So it kind of puts me in a pinch.
Hey, I understand. Hey, I understand. Because here's moving forward the vision, DJ Scottie and the Just Fun Family. Now the next meeting, what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna take from everybody talked about last night. I'm gonna get with the local officials, and now we're gonna come up with each town hall meeting. We're gonna tackle an issue. We're gonna get some answers, and we're gonna start putting things in place. By us doing that, and I figure, you know, you're looking at a good year and a half to get it all done. And I think we're going to start seeing a lot of great things come out of this community.
Good.
And I think what I learned from last night is that now we got everybody talking. Now we got everybody interested. So now the next town hall meeting, we're going to start having specific topics of how we're going to effective move forward, meaning that how we are the public needs to help the law enforcement agency. So if we as the public need to go down there, march on state capitol to help Chief Cotton out, police Chief Cotton out, and guess what? That's what we got to do to make these things happen. So along with that, also we're looking forward to doing a lot of some team summit with the youth. And getting their interactions and stuff like that. So we got a lot of great things that's going to come from this meeting, man. And look, we're going to move this community in the right direction. I also want to give a thanks to the DeKalb County, because they came out last night too, and very supportive. So I want to say it was a great supportive last night, man. It was a great crowd. Everybody remained calm. A lot of people.
And that's what I was going to ask you, by the way. I know nobody wants to talk about the bad, but
yes,
what interview would this be, you know, if I didn't ask? So did you have any people asking just ridiculously stupid questions?
You know, I wouldn't say, you know, the old cliche is no question is stupid. But you have some people, to me, and this is something that, and DJ Scottie, you know me, man, I've always kept it straight down the middle.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times when it comes to some people, you got to take the blinders off.
Right.
And the biggest question was people saying is, why is a police officer, when something bad happens, he getting paid? Well, you know something? The police chief don't have nothing to do with that. The police, and I said it earlier, the police chief say, you know something, man, I want to fire you a little behind. That's what the police chief can think in his head. But he cannot actually go to that person and say that. And here's the reason why. He just got it. Let's say if he got a great attorney like Miss Stephanie that worked with you over there, all right? And she's the best of the best.
Yeah.
So now when she comes in, she's only doing her job or helping her client.
Right.
So that means that the city has broke every command of the rule book.
Yeah, every rule.
Broken.
That's right.
Every rule. So now, not only the police chief's going to be getting out the door, now we as a community is to pay a bad officer maybe a fat check of $300,000 coming out of our taxpayers' money.
Because we did something wrong.
Exactly.
And see, that's why I wanted to ask the question is, you know, you always have those negative Nancys. But the thing is this, is when you're trying to move that bus forward, as you're trying to fix the problem, you're always going to have the people that want to keep throwing the rocks. And it's like, you know, if this is what we're doing is trying to fix it, we're not trying to put blinders on and paint rainbows and butterflies on it and pretend it's not here. We're here trying to fix it. But I know there's always going to be that one that wants to argue. That's why I was just kind of curious, because you know and I know, how would this interview be is if everybody goes, so are you wanting me to believe that it was beautiful? No, nobody's going to expect it to be beautiful. There's always that one in that one crowd, and that's why I wanted to ask it, because I wanted it to be real. I wanted the conversation here to be real.
Yes, sir.
You know, so that's why I was going there, because what kind of interview would it be if I didn't ask that question?
Exactly. And, you know, and I'm going to say this to DJ Scottie. I think a lot of times, and you know, and you know me, I've always catch heat with this when it comes down to, you know, Black America sometimes, because they always look at me like, well, you acting like you're being unsensitive. No, I'm not being unsensitive. I'm not being so sensitive, and that's a problem. And I feel like sometimes as a community, you have to take a step back and look at yourself and say, hey, what are we doing wrong?
That's right.
And sometimes, and here's the thing, DJ Scottie, and if I would tell people this, you don't need people to always telling you, hey, DJ Scottie, you always doing good. That's good, fine, and dandy. But constructive criticism don't hurt nobody.
Right.
Because here's the thing.
Constructive is different than ignorant, because that's what we get.
Exactly.
You and I both get a lot of ignorant people sending you stuff who only want to believe what they think is the correct way. And the problem is, if their way was the correct way, we wouldn't be here fixing it.
Exactly. And that's some of the things that I said this in the meeting last night. I said, look, and before I say this, DJ Scottie, I'm going to give you an interesting fact right quick. Did you know that 90% of the people, when they get what they call a stop risk profiling, okay, 90% of the people that get stopped have done nothing wrong. So that's across the board nationwide. So if a cop stopping you and they do the whole suspect or they think you fit the description, 90% of them they'll let go free.
Right.
That's nationwide across the board.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know a Black American may say, well, hey, Thomas, hey, DJ Scottie, you know, but our people are getting frisked more. Well, let me bring this number to you right here. You have to look at the number of Americans versus white Americans, Latino Americans, and Black Americans. And I think it's like total across the United States, and I could be wrong, it's only like 30% of Black Americans who live in America. You have 70% of America is white America.
Right, I hear you.
So when you start breaking these numbers down, the scale is going to tilt a little more than saying Black America is being profiled more. Now, don't get me wrong. Racism is alive and well in America.
Yes, it is.
True. And I would agree with that. And I would never disagree with that. But I think what you have to realize is this. When a police officer comes to your neighborhood or when a police officer sees something, you have to look at the fact that who's committing most of the crime.
Right.
Yeah.
And take Chicago, for example. You're talking about in 3 months. You got 25 deaths of young Black Americans. Cops are not killing them.
Right.
They're killing themselves.
And, you know, that's my biggest argument. Like, y'all, come on, dude.
But you know, DJ Scottie, here's the thing that I've always driven said this. educate. You know, it started home first, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And once it started home, it starts with people. It starts with the music, and next with the music. Because I'm gonna tell you, people can say, "Well, music don't have no influence over people." Yes, it does.
Dude, let me tell you,
Yes.
back when I was
And-
listening to Slayer, the album was called Hell Awaits. And one of the songs is screaming, Jesus knows your soul cannot be saved. And it's talking about, I will meet you in hell. I will see you there. Can I just go ahead and tell you that every time I listened to Slayer, I would get pumped up and fighting people. We would purposely listen to that on the way to go beat up on people because it would just pump us slap crazy.
Yes.
Exactly. And it's funny because I say this. When you look at music, the OJ said it best. Music soothes the soul.
Mm-hmm.
You look at, and you have to go back until slavery. And even in the Bible talk about music. And it says God gives you not by seeing, by hearing. Not by sight, by hearing. So when you hear stuff, that was poisoning your mind.
Right.
So you got these rappers out here. They want to say, I don't know what the heck is lean is. Half of these stuff, we don't know what it is. But you pump it up into these youth today. Then when you have something that happens because it's controversial, now it's a 50-50. Well, did the officer was right? Was the young man wrong?
Right.
But was the officer right? Now, you got these kids say they turn up, they geeked up, they listen to what you're saying.
Right.
But then DJ Scottie and Just a Fun Family, soon as something happens, who the hell the first person they're calling?
Yes.
I'm looking at them like, you're not calling that rapper who you just bought this album.
And that's my thing too, is you want to scream you hate the cops, but then you call them.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I hate you, but I need you.
Exactly. And so I think that the dialogue is continuing. I think that sometimes and I think sometimes you got to take the uneasy approach to say, okay, here's how we're going to deal with it. We're going to deal with this piece now. We're going to deal with this piece now. And I think once we start putting policies in place, that's when you're really going to start seeing the changes come. So that's my vision, and that's my goal, is to start putting different policies in place, to working with everybody, and that way we can say, hey, do you think this is fair? Everybody can agree on something we can agree upon. We can move forward, go to the state legislation with it, and guess what happens? Now you can start seeing changes.
Right.
Because the thing is that once these changes started being effective and we move in the right direction, now nobody really has so that way if something do happen, we're all being held accountable for it. And that's the main thing I think everybody wants. If something happens, let's be accountable for the actions. And hold
that's
people
exactly right.
for
If
things
you're
they've
driving down the road smoking a blunt and they pull you over, it's the blunt that got you pulled over, not what you look like smoking the blunt. And that's what drives me nuts with people. Like, just be held accountable. We've grown to become this society of, I done nothing wrong, why are you picking on me? How about this? I got a listener saying, I get pulled over all the time by black, white, red, yellow, and blue cops. I am a white male with a shaved head, a tattoo on my neck, and the rest of my body. They profile me all the time. It's there. Guess what? I leave it after saying, thank you, sir or ma'am, and have a safe day. So even if you get pulled over, your actions, if you get pulled over because they think you've turned illegally, how you answer them is gonna tell how your day's gonna go. I try to tell people I'm my own worst critic when I say this, because I had a jackass named Roger yesterday. That's an owner of an establishment that I think he's a complete moron. And he's an alcoholic, which is even worse, because you put the two of those together, then you just got a drunk idiot. But the thing is he said a few things yesterday that just pissed me off all day long. But then I have to tell myself, I've lived by this rule since 2005, and there's 24 hours in a day. why am I going to let the 1 minute that you popped your mouth off, why am I going to let that 1 minute take over and rule the other 23 hours and 59 minutes of my life? Why am I going to allow you to have that 1 minute to think that you can control my day? And the problem is we allow it. We allow it to happen. And then the stupid part is, just like I called him a drunk idiot, I've allowed him to form an opinion in my head. I allowed him to get in my mind to make me think he's a dummy and a jerk. And I now have that in my mind. And the problem is, really, I didn't know the guy 6 months ago, and I don't need to know him now. So why even allow him to have that?
Exactly.
Yep.
And you know, and here's the thing that I think that is very important.
Oh, by the way, I just have a guy saying this guy has sense. This guy that's leading the NAACP has sense. Sorry, we're trying to read text messages as they're coming through.
I'm sorry. Would you say again?
A gentleman just said that the guy that we have on the phone has a lot of sense.
Oh, thank you. Tell him thank you. And you know, DJ Scottie, here's the thing that I'm going to be working on with the 3 counties. One, what I want to start doing is start getting facts, not hearsay. I don't care about that. I want to start getting facts. So now, when we start having these town hall meetings for everybody, for the community can come out, when we start tackling these issues, we can say, hey, let's say in November, we have a next town hall meeting on this day. These are the statistical facts that we pull out from a database, where we can pull them from. Then we come back, once we put policies in place, then we can start, you know, seeing these numbers drop. Or we can see numbers where it's bad at, we can see the numbers drop.
Right.
And where it's good at, what the numbers need to go up at, we can start seeing the numbers go up at. Right. And I think once you have that in place, right, that's when not only the state of Georgia going to start taking notice of the things that we're doing out here in the community. Now the whole world will start taking place and note of the things that we're doing. So we got a game plan. I have a great vision and game plan in place. I'm fired up. I'm ready to work. You know me, DJ Scottie. I've never been shy to take on different controversies from anybody.
Right.
But I think the main thing I really want people to know, when you come to town hall meetings, please come to town hall meetings with not this vision of asking a cop. And now, if you want to say, I don't still want to call a stupid question, but I thought wasn't any appropriate question, was last night the sheriff was saying, he was giving an example about, it was talking about the shooting. Well, the sheriff was right. The sheriff said, you know something? I don't have all the facts to talk about what happened in Louisiana. And he's right. And here's what he's right at, DJ Scottie, and Just Fun Family. If he's worried about what's going on down there in Louisiana, what the heck is going on in Rockdale County? He needs to be his behind need to be concerned about.
Yeah.
So It's like you can't police the whole world.
Right.
And I know when you come to these meetings and stuff like that, everybody wants these local officials to change the world. Well, guess what, people? We can't.
It's an awful big planet.
Yes, it's a big planet. But what we can do is this: we can put the creator first. And I'm saying that in respect to everybody who listens to this radio station. We can put the creator first. And after we put the creator first, we can all come together in the community to implement things that's going to be fair on both sides of the aisle for everybody. And then now we can watch this harvest grow, and then we can let the world take notice of us. So I think those are the things we got to do. And like I say, I'm ready, man. I'm charged up. You know, we're not gonna stop right now. We're just gonna continue to grow and just have a great community. And that's that's my vision right now.
Well, I'm all for it.
So, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, but hey, I thought it was a great turnout last night.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. And the next one I definitely want to try to make. I just have to make sure. The thing is trying to do in the evening times. I have to schedule. Of course, I can't say for you to schedule it around me. I have to just try to make sure that when it's a night show, it's something I can do. Or when y'all have a night event, I can schedule it.
Well, I think the best thing is what we, I got some, and we'll talk. Because there's some things I want to do with the whole casting thing and with the radio station, and I think it's going to be phenomenal.
Cool.
Because I think one of the biggest things we got to do, also.
We
I'm losing you there for a second. There you go.
I'm sorry. I think one of the biggest things is that we have to do is make sure we're reaching out to these youth, man.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, the youth, they're coming. So we got to make sure that they are in these meetings. We got to make sure that they really understanding how to win in this game called life. And I think so many times, people, young adults, they want to be successful.
Yes.
But you can want to be successful all you want to, but if nobody never show you how to win, how do you know how to be successful? Because the only thing I used to see today that was different from us, DJ Scottie, is this. You may take your nephew, your kids, they see you, they see your wife, and they see how you have things. They see, okay, well, the wife may say, well, hey, Scottie, we need to get a new refrigerator. And you and your wife just go to Home Depot or Lowe's and you buy it. But what they don't see is what you guys had to save up for, the hard times, to be able to say, okay, we need this, let's go get it. And I think that's some of the things that we have to interject into our youth is that, hey, listen, you can be anything you want to be. But guess what, though? There's going to come some times where you're going to struggle. And I think what one of the guys said last night is so true. I think we have to let our kids be more creative in the right way. We can't always just give them things. And I think now.
Well, think about like me. This is what I wanted to do. And I was told at 35 years old, roughly 37 years old, this ain't going to work. Don't do it. And as a kid, I was dyslexic, and I was telling teachers then in the 3rd and 4th grade, I was having a problem and nobody listened. I was telling people 5th and 6th grade, nobody was listening. By 7th grade, I had just kind of checked out. Like I didn't even care if I passed. And then 8th grade, I don't know how the laws are now with school, but in 8th grade, as long as you passed your English and your math, you could be promoted to your 9th grade. Well, I was great with numbers, was horrible with reading, but I could fake my way through English and pass it. So I went, from being discouraged and nobody helping to push me go forward, I learned how to just get by. And I just think that's a horrible world that we live in.
It is. And, and it's funny because we just got to do better. And I
agree.
think that I just think that when the youth have issues, we as a community got to look at ourselves too and think about what if we have done wrong. So like I say, I just think that from the whole picture from last night, I just think that we got some great dialogue.
Right.
I think that we got a lot of people energized, because I can definitely tell you this. Once the town hall meeting was over with, you could definitely see the energy in the people wanting to be more interactive and stuff like that and everything that was going on and everything.
Right.
So you can definitely see that in everything.
Yeah, and I'm glad you called in. And anytime you have stuff like that, man, please feel free to call in, because, I just think it's kind of cool to hear what's going on in the world, and keeping up with it a little bit.
And, hey, man, look, it is, man. And, and look, I just want to say, just continue to support your local authorities, you know, because there's a lot, you know, and let me say this, and I'm gonna wrap it up. You know, it was interesting that what people didn't realize last year, I think it was this year, Chief Cotton fired 4 police officers, right? Now, how many people would you say knew that?
Right. Well, none, because that's kind of an internal thing. How would we know besides just saying, hey, I hadn't seen Bob, or, you know, I'm just making up a name there, but hey, I hadn't seen Bob in 6 months. Is he working night shift?
Exactly.
Because, of course, you know, the daytime people and the nighttime people are 2 different people.
Exactly. And so that's when I talked about the numbers, the stats. That's what I mean, DJ Scottie and the Justice Fund family. Is that those type of things, Scottie, that I'm going to be working on. That way I can let. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, because so many people are asking, I want to ask you a question, but I want to also, before I ask this question, I want to make a very, very clear statement. This is Thomas, who is with the NAACP, and he's, I don't know your exact position title, but I know he runs this area for the NAACP.
The president of this chapter.
The president of this chapter. Okay. So I want to make sure all listeners know that he is NAACP. He is not anything to do with Black Lives Matter. He is NAACP.
Exactly.
So now, with that being cleared, I want to make sure everybody knows that. With that being clear,
yes, sir.
A question to ask you was, so there was a question, if Black Lives Matter, then why does it only matter when a cop kills one and not when they are killing each other? And I actually have asked that question before, but I asked it more of, if you are doing protest over, what is it, like how many ever fatal shots due to a cop over a year, you know, it's such a small percentage. If that small percentage is so much tinier of a percentage than what happens with black on black crimes, then why are we not standing in the streets saying, let's stop killing each other? That's always been my question. So, and I guess the question to you is, and maybe this is an opinion, and I don't know if you want to give it, because you're not just personally as Thomas, you're actually speaking on behalf of the NAACP. So I do want you to think about it. But yeah, that is the question. If they're screaming about protesting on that issue, why are they not protesting on each other for that very same issue?
You know,
I know that's a tricky one, isn't it?
No. First of all, thank you, and let me say this, man. Thank you to Justice Fund family for asking on questions. Any question they got to ask, please continue to bring these questions on, because I'm gonna answer that question, but I'm gonna say this first. Those type of questions help me to have a better town hall meeting.
Right.
Those type of questions help us to have better dialogue. So I want to say thank you for the question first. To answer that question, Scottie, and before the question got asked, what's the first thing I said? We got to do better in our own community.
Yes, sir. It's 2016.
And you know, but DJ Scottie, here's the thing that I talked about, and then I talked about the music thing. So the question was, and it should matter. But here's the problem you have sometimes, DJ Scottie, when it comes down to, you know, people say Black Lives Matter, right? It's the same, and it's kind of a, I don't want to say a tricky situation, but it goes to say is, it goes back to parenting, one-on-one.
Yeah.
It goes back to people are not holding people accountable for their actions.
Right.
See, when you talk about people get killing in the streets, another black man on another black man, all of this stuff, when you look at it, it goes back to parenting. It goes back to your home. Because here's the thing, and here's a very interesting stat, and I wish somebody get this stat to really prove me wrong. But I'm gonna say this: if you look at most Black Americans who get killed, the funny thing about them is they know each other.
Yes.
Their families know each other.
Yes.
You see what I'm getting at right now?
They grew up in the same neighborhood. Yes.
They grew up in the same neighborhood.
Right.
But the problem you have is Big Mom is gone now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no more big mamas anymore. See, when we had big mamas in the community and stuff like that, you ain't have all this black on black killing each other that much. Because it was an incident happened, big mama was going to straighten out with both of you guys.
Yes.
Yep.
So I think that's the biggest thing. And I think, and you know something, that question to me, when it said all lives matter, I think that when it comes down to Black Americans, we have to realize is that we got to do better with our kids in school.
Right.
Yes.
So when you talk about the whole Black Lives Matter, yes, we should be out here protesting, saying stop killing each other and stuff. But the thing that we cannot, and I'm not trying to say all Black Americans, but some of Black Americans can't get out their system is, well, I just want to do me. Well,
and that's the world. The world has come
you.
the consumption of one another. They've become self-centered and don't care about everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So if you saying you want to keep doing you, then guess what? Evidently, and think about this one too. You can't tell them nothing.
Right.
You can do your best to try to preach to the choir to them. But, and again, this is what I mean by it goes back to the parents. See,
hey, I'm with you.
I can deal with a young man or a young woman that don't know anything that gets in trouble.
Right.
And then Chief Wilson, Chief Cotton, or Chef Levitt, or Chef Brown called me and said, hey, Thomas, I need you to talk to this young person. I can deal with that.
Right.
I get that. I can take that on the chin all day long. But what I can't take on the chin is when you have parents that goes out there and go to the schoolhouse and trying to fight the teacher.
That's right. You know, there's that cartoon drawing that shows that, where a parent from the 40s and 50s, it shows the teacher handing the report card to the kid or to the parent, the parent's yelling at the kid, and then it shows a side-by-side cartoon of today's kids and where the report card's being held to the parent screaming into the teacher's face.
Exactly. So my thing is, and then back to the question the person asked, if I was sitting down with Black Lives Matter leaders, the one thing that I would tell them is, hey, listen, I respect you guys marching throughout the United States. I respect that. And I respect you for doing that. But I will challenge you on is this right here. All these killings and shootings in Chicago and these Black Lives Matter in the street, why don't you guys start protesting and stop buying this garbage rap music that they're putting out here that's making these black on black crimes escalate even more.
Right.
So that would be my challenge to the Black Lives Matter movement right now. So great question. And look, and listen, I take memo of notes of that question.
Let me ask you this.
If I do see that movement, I would talk to them about that.
This is a personal question from me to Thomas, whether you answer as Thomas or whether you want to answer as NAACP. This is a statement / question I want to make because I did this in my kitchen last night. This question was asked. I grew up where my first haircut was Columbia Drive in Glenwood. I went to the same barber that my father went to. That was my area. Military Mike shaking his head. That was his area. A lot of us come from Glenwood and Columbia Drive. Like, you know, that was us. We would go down Columbia Drive. We would go from Memorial Drive all the way down to where we'd take a right and go right on down to Candler Road on Rainbow. Here's my question to you. I can right now go to this little corner mart right next to a McDonald's. It's on the corner of Glenwood and Columbia Drive, and that station has been there since time for me has even existed. And I said to a black lesbian female who was standing in my kitchen last night when we were all having these conversations, and I looked up because I am the guy that's going to push this world's envelope until it's ready to slide off the table. I said, how is this where y'all's world makes no sense to me? And when I say y'all's, I sound very discriminating when I say that, but I'm bringing up the fact that she's black. I said, how does your world make sense to me? I grew up on that road where black and white, we had no color. We all were just kids hanging out in the 70s and 80s. up until the 90s, we didn't see the barrier that now has been set forth for us and pointed out and provided by our government. I think they've made our situations worse, not helped it. But my point to my question is this. I said, let me ask you a question. If I was standing in that corner gas station buying a Coca-Cola and you were standing in that corner gas station buying a Coca-Cola, out of the two of us, who would be accepted more? And she looked at me with a tear in her eye and said, you. Now, I'm trying not to cry right now because I find it hard to believe in this friggin' effed up world that we have, that if Black Lives Matter so much, how are you going to look at me with a shaved head and a goatee and find me more acceptable than your own sister? But what it comes down to is they said, it's been said that they hate anything to do with homosexuality, whether you're black or not. And I said, how does this make sense? Because if you want to scream that your color makes you this, then how do you turn against your own color? And that's my problem with the world that we have today. We're all going to bleed the same way. In 2005, somebody tried to murder me. And I came back as this dude. Today makes my day of when I died in 2005. And it's really odd that today being what I call my death day, which now I'm starting to call my rebirth day, because I did die as the guy I was and I came back as DJ Scottie, and I now try to save the world just one smile at a time, one person at a time. And it irks the living hell out of me to know that if you're going to stand on TV and scream that Black Lives Matter, then how come the woman in my kitchen is not worthy of your love? So there's my statement / questions. How do you feel about that?
I think that one got him.
You know,
it's sad. It's so sad, brother. It is sad.
But I'm gonna answer this like this. I think the biggest issue, and let's take me personally. Let's take Thomas personally. I grew up in. I was born in Ellery, South Carolina, a town right outside of Orangeburg. Everybody heard of St. T. Cooper, the world's biggest bass fisherman out there. All you fishing heads, y'all know what St. T. and Ellery at. That's where the world's biggest bass, the biggest bass fish in the world comes out of there.
Biggest largemouth bass.
Yes, sir. So I'm from down there. That's where I'm from. Okay, I was born. When I say this because I was never exposed to homosexuality. Now, I had an uncle that passed away. He had AIDS. And when I was a kid, I didn't know he was homosexuality. I knew he was gay. But I think for Black America, you talking about in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, okay? So when I was growing up, I just thought my uncle was cool to hang out with because he let me do things that my parents wouldn't let me do. He would get things for me that my parents wouldn't let me get. So then we moved to North Carolina, and I think like my 9th grade year, kept getting sick. And then that's when he finally came out and said, hey, I have the AIDS. Now, my father and his brothers, they didn't really want to accept that. And I think and then I'm saying all, for a lot of Black men that may be 60 and above or 55 and above, it's hard to accept a Black person, a Black male being gay.
Yeah.
And I think what you have is now you done had this trickle down domino effect over the years. And because when I had my first job working at KFC, I worked with like 3 gay people. Now, I learned a lot. I learned, hey, things I couldn't say, you know what I'm saying? Because I made some comments, and, I was 16. I didn't know. This was my first time really working with them. But I could have never been exposed to it.
Right.
So I think that's the biggest issue when you have with the black community when it comes down to gay and homosexuality, is that a lot of people still have this perception that's been taught to them about homosexuality. Now, let me say this too. A lot of sports athletes, they're gay.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff that's been released about homosexuality in NFL, and nobody wants to talk about it.
They don't want to come out in the closet and say it.
Yeah, pro wrestlers is the same thing.
It hurts their money.
Yep.
It hurts their economical pockets. So when you add all of these factors up, now you're seeing more people coming out and saying, hey, this is who I am. You know, you have these, I'm just talking about black America right now. You have these black males that comes out, you know, they may dress better than them.
We lost them. And see, I want to fill in some air while he calls us back. My problem is all lives matter. And at the point of, I'm gonna have to tell him to call that other number back. The point in which I'm trying to make is to hear, to have heard a story that someone was told to call. I mean, excuse me, I'm trying to do multitasking here. When I was told that somebody was told that they can't use the bathroom, you know, it gets me that I never grew up in a world where it was the black and white TV and the blacks had a black water fountain and a black bathroom and the whites had, I never experienced that world. So you can't hate me for that world because I was not part of that world.
Right.
But to hear my friends tell me that in 2016, black folks at a gas station will tell you, you can't pee here. A black female being told, you can't pee here. You disgust me. You disgust me as a human being with a heartbeat to tell someone of your own nationality that you hate them because of their sexuality, because that's just disgusting to me. I mean, you know, if you think the Black Lives Matter so much, then you need to do what the right thing is and treat all of them, all people
the same. Yes.
So there's my problem right there. I'm trying to get him back. We keep losing each other. I'm dialing his number back. He keeps calling my personal phone. I apologize.
Hello?
Hey, sorry, we lost you, and then you were calling the other phone. So go ahead with what you were saying. And I know we're coming down to the end of the show too, but I just wanted us to end on a very good note.
Oh yeah, and I think that, and I really think that that's the problem you have when you have those type of situations where you talk about blacks and gays in the community, because you got to remember, it's still some of your older black Americans that don't like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, is it right? Is it wrong? You know what I'm saying? It's not right. It's not wrong. It's not, you know. So I think that we have to learn to respect people for what they are and for who they are. And I think once we learn to do that better as a community and as a whole, as far as every nationality and every race, and I think that we're gonna get a lot accomplished and a lot done.
Right.
And also, you have to look at it from this standpoint too.
Right.
And especially being in the South, this is still the Bible Belt states.
Yeah.
You have North Carolina, you have Georgia, you have South Carolina. So, I mean, it's still the Bible Belt state. And I say that because, you know, just like in North Carolina, you know, they look, I'm from North Carolina. I grew up in North Carolina. Man, when I say that state is hardcore Bible Belt state,
yes, that one
that's
is.
a hard
10 times more than here.
Yes, sir. And you know, people gonna say, well, on the South, no. You go to North Carolina, it's Baptist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling you how it is up there. But you know, and I can respect that. and I truly can. And I also can respect people for being who they want to be and who they are. And I think as long as we respect everybody, man, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be great.
Right.
So, and that's just my personal opinion to it all. But I think we just gotta learn from each other, man, and continue to grow with each other.
That's right.
And I think we're gonna be fine.
That's right. All right, man. Well, I hate to end it, but we're coming down to that time. We got to wrap this puppy up.
Hey, I appreciate you guys for having me this morning, man. I just want to check in with the family.
Yeah, man.
And like always, man, I love you guys. And look, DJ Scottie, you and the family, come to some of our meetings, man.
And like I said, I need to just start texting me some of your meetings and stuff like that so we can show up.
Yes.
And when you gonna send me your email, man? I'm gonna put you on blast on the radio, man.
Okay. I'll text that to you right now. I apologize, man. We get so behind sometimes. We get lost.
No, you get behind.
Well, I just tell y'all handle stuff sometimes because I can't. I get so behind.
Yes.
But look here, DJ Scottie. I'm gonna put this out to your family. I want every family member you have. I want you guys to come and join the NAACP, and I want you guys to help me continue to push this movement forward that we have out here. So that's my challenge to you guys. Look, just give us a year. That's all I'm asking for. You give me a year. You give us a year. You be a member. You come. You bring your ideas and stuff, and you're going to see you're going to see the changes that we're bringing in this community. Right. And I think you guys are going to love it. But hey, look.
Let's see about
I know
that.
you guys got to go.
Yes, sir.
I love you guys. If you guys need me, you know how to get in contact with me.
All right, brother. Yes. Well, have a good day, and we'll see you next time then.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. See you later.
See you.
Bye.
All right, you guys. I hate that we got to end it, but it's that time of the hour, Bubba. We went over. Boy, did we go over.
And somebody needs to plug my tire. That was not a sexual reference, Buddha.
Did I miss something?
Did you see my tire out there? It is completely flat.
I thought that thing she's toting, she calls a donut. I didn't know that it was a.
No, it's a compressor.
A Dunlap.
No, it hasn't done lapped yet.
That thing's done lapped over. Don't lie.
No, it hasn't.
Over and over.
My tatas still stick out further.
Oh, God.
That's because you're a sway back, Stephanie. If you actually stood up straight, then Mike, you ain't laughing. Sway back like an old horse that goes to the glue factory.
After you take them out to pasture.
All right, you guys, we got to get out of here. Everybody do something good for somebody today. Yes. You know, this is
or take a nap.
Like I said, I'm calling it my rebirth day.
Take a nap.
Instead of my death day, I'll start calling it my rebirth day. I'm waiting because the rebirth sounds so horrible though.
It does sound kind of weird.
It's Phoenix Day. Should I call it that?
He rises from the ashes.
It's my Phoenix Day. I'll go get me a Phoenix tattoo.
Oh, gross.
But y'all be kind to everybody out there today. You never know, that little piece of kindness that you do for someone, it might not mean a lot to you, but it might mean the world for somebody. Yeah, it might mean the world to them.
And you know, the other thing I want to point out that really irks me over some of the holding up the sign screaming Black Lives Matter, when we took that bus and started feeding the homeless, the guys that walked out and under the bridge, their classification was homeless.
Yep.
It wasn't white homeless guy. It wasn't, old Mexican guy. It wasn't young black male. It wasn't young white female. It wasn't, mentally disturbed white male. It was, we're feeding the homeless. And they were each under that bridge for a reason, And
we didn't want to hear that.
We didn't
care.
Well, it's not that we didn't want to hear it. Let's say it this way. When they kept trying to tell us the story, I said, I don't mean to seem rude, but I don't really care what your story is. And they just looked at me. I said, the fact of the matter is you're here. And I want to help you here. And no matter what reason pushed you to this point, I just want to help you. And I'm not going to pass judgment on how you got here or why you got here. And they go, wow, I get that. But you had to let me finish explaining it, because when I said, I don't care how you got here, they're just like, wow, that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, I don't care what your reason was for what put you here or how you got here. Let's take care of now. I want to help you now, because I don't want you giving me a reason and thinking that's going to change my opinion of you, because that's not why I'm here. Mike, what was you going to say?
I was just going to say that if it doesn't change for a positive, like right now, it's gonna get away from us, and it won't be able to come back. This world will.
My problem, I feel like, between the media and our government, some of our government, I don't want to say all of our government, some of our government, they have exploited this division and made it worse to benefit their needs instead of our needs. When are these people going to look at the greater good and we the people, our needs should come before lining your pocket?
Hard to say.
Yeah.
And when does it stop?
When does it stop?
Yeah.
A civil war?
I don't know.
You know?
I don't even know if that
is it going to take another one to thin the herd and have massive loss of life in our states to make people decide that the leaders are doing it wrong? I mean, hello, they're leaders. If they are leading you in the wrong direction, hey, everybody, follow me to this big cliff we're going to fall off of.
Look, Pokemon.
At what point does somebody say, hey, dude, he is taking us the wrong direction here. We probably need to find another leader. Just saying, be smarter, America, be smarter. Look, we're out of here. Everybody have a great day. Here comes a word from our sponsors.
Dun, dun, dun.
Here comes my song I dedicate to myself for today. And Military Mike, you were going to plug what?
Tonight at the Social House in Porterdale at 7:30. It looks like the poster came out. Posted on Facebook. Looks like I'm about third or fourth in the rotation there. So
you know what it is they don't want to run anybody off from the start. That's why you're not first.
Oh yeah.
They want a couple people to get good and liquored up before before you get out there. Yeah, you need to get good and liquored up
a
too.
little liquid courage, you know.
Right.
I feel like a stripper going on stage tonight.
Stardust to the stage, please.
But come out and support Mike.
Yeah,
Yes,
come on out.
come
Have
out.
some
Bring a
fun.
cane and a bra. Mike needs all the support he
Come
can get.
on out. Have some fun.
Bring some Spanx. He needs some of those too.
Drinks are cold. Appetizers are good.
Also, tomorrow,
During the day, right?
between 1 and 4, we need you to come out to American Family Insurance, located right there on 138 behind the Goodyears, to the right-hand side of Big Lots and Fronteras. Come on out and celebrate their Customer Appreciation Day and commemorate the back to school. They have several different vendors out there. They're going to have music, which means they're going to get someone talented to be there. I guess I'll show up and hang out. We'll see how that turns out. Maybe Mike's playing music. I don't know. We hope to see everybody there. And I did say the other day that I am giving away free hugs. So if you're just driving by, I just expect you to stop and I'll hug you. Mike will hug you and Stephanie will hug you. All the Just for Fun crew. If Buddha's you going to be there?
Yeah, I'm going to try to stop by.
Okay, so
I
all
don't
the
want
Just for
that
Fun
freaking
crew.
gorilla hugging me.
I'm going to get
love my hugs.
I'm going to get a group picture of all of us hugging too. But
Freaking
we're
silverback.
giving hugs. I think the world needs hugs, man. Mike could give you a reach around maybe, but I'm giving hugs.
Hugs, sweet hugs. Man, I got this Eddie Murphy thing down, man.
I don't think that was Eddie Murphy.
I
think
am
that
a
was Bloody
black
Love.
entertainer. I like it.
Wow.
Wow. Eh.
We're out, you guys. We love everybody.
Party all
We'll
the
see
time.
y'all tomorrow.
All right.
Yes. Be safe over
Get
the
out there.
weekend. Have fun.
We're giving out free hugs.
If you're gonna drink and drive really fast, that it reduces your exposure time.
Free falling. And if you're not wearing underwear, it's free balling.
Wow.
This went back fast. I gotta go get a haircut.
Wow.
That's a good song. It's
free falling is. I don't know about free balling.
Why do you keep saying that? You're weird. Are you obsessing with that?
And how would you know?
How would you know? Well, Stephanie's
don't
giving away
know.
those checks tomorrow too.
No.
Bring the hook.
She's gonna act like TSA. She's checking all packages.
Bring the hook.
No.
All right, you guys, we got to get out of here. We love all y'all. Have
Love
a
ya.
great day.
Deuces.
Have a great weekend.
The next song, I'm telling you, listen to all the words to the next song because that's why God sent me back. We will see y'all later. Have a good day.
See you.
Bye.
Bye on video, man. Hey, you on video. You have a good day, man. We'll see y'all later.
You too.
Later, Utes.
Later, Deuce.
You know what they say in China? Chow, man.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.